Good morning, everyone from Australia. My name is Matt in the Hat, and today we are back with our fine group of adventurers playing the wonderful Pathfinder 2 adventure path, Kingmaker. And we are here with my friends from overseas. And excuse me, we had an extra, I guess, session on my Sunday, their Saturday night, and we went into the Stag Lord's Fort. We fought some people, we killed some things, we let loose an owlbear, and now we have to clean up. And so we are going to be flipping straight over to our game screen and saying hello to all of our players. So I'm going to do that straight away, and we will get started here. So hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you all. Thank you so much for being here, for setting some time aside. We are gonna get straight into the narrative and straight into your characters and straight into what is going on and where we are. So as I said, we're in the Stag Lord's Fort. This is the map for the Stag Lord's Fort, or at least one of the areas. I'm gonna unpause so that we can move around and do stuff as we have just killed the Stag Lord, thankfully. We know that there are other people in various places, and we know that there's an owlbear on the loose somewhere in the camp as it crushes and grinds and screeches and howls and roars as it rips apart some of the horses that these some of these bandits have. And so you know exactly where that is, just to the north of here, at that upper section, but you cannot see it right now, and probably thankfully, because that sounds horrible and all sorts of wrong. So why don't we check in with Cassur, played by DM next? See what you're thinking and feeling.
Kassur's upset. And the player's trying to keep someone asleep.
Yeah.
But relieved that we were able to take Stag Lord down.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we have Tarnal, played by Mixnuts.
Tarnal is also mildly upset, but he is more exasperated than anything else. Glad that we no longer have threats right here in front of us, and are hoping that the owlbear solves some of our other threats while weakening it too. Because I don't want to fight it at full strength.
Mm.
I don't want to do that.
It's proof that it can certainly hack through lots of things. And very quickly. Lucas felt the brunt of its blows this time, and oof. Thanks to Tartle's efforts and lots of potions, he stayed alive, but just barely. Just barely. And with that, Lucas, played by Azrael Passy, how is he doing?
He is better. He was huddled under in the corner, running like hiding from the owlbear. Ran right by everybody really. Whenever he came running, like let the owlbear out. He had a choice. He had a choice. He almost tried to charm it, and that would have been a very very poor decision. So thankfully he ran. And yeah, he managed to like run to the place that the owlbear could not get to. Thank goodness. Um, and now he's breathing a little easier. But he understands, like he notices the tension in the room, so
Yeah.
to speak, and he understands that he did not make the best decision.
It seemed like a good decision at the time, and it seemed like that would show his companions just how valuable he could be, but that did not track, and it did not happen the way that he thought it might, and instead, put us in mortal danger more than we already were, and maybe has given pause to Lucas to go, ha, whoops. And so we finally have Rezkin, played by Malkov.
Yeah, I'm just trying to focus on the task at hand because there are still hostiles about, including a fucking owl bear. And I'm thinking that I'm going to have to very quickly scout out around the south side of this building towards that staircase and see where those others are at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and certainly
but, anger is simmering away.
Yeah, like, ooh. Yeah, and fair enough. And we've had a good offline discussion about some of that, and we have a good direction, I think, as far as that goes, and we can have more of those if we need to, but I think we're in a good place. And so, just as a reminder, as we get into the session, making sure that you guys have looted everything. It looks like things are good. Looks like you have taken the due time to loot what was there, and it is pretty like. We noticed last time that as we were picking things up, we were getting overburdened pretty quickly, and until we can get to our horses, that's it's going to be something that we need to consider. So, if you want, what you can do in just at the moment, you can stash things in the Stag Lord's chest, and that you don't want on your person, and I'll make sure that you get that at the end. So, if you're overburdened and we don't have access to our
I didn't
mounts
know
right
that option,
now.
Matt. So I put it in the group stash.
So you actually have access to the stash outside of
Party stash. If you go to characters, you can click party and open the party character sheet, and then it gives you access to this party stash.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that I needed to have the stash on the map for you to interact with, but that's not the case. Okay.
No, did you not want that done?
It probably doesn't matter all that much. It's probably about the same. I guess what I'm saying is narratively you don't have access to your mounts. So just keep that in mind, maybe. Like, we don't need a mechanical differentiation, really, I don't think, because you guys are cooperative. And so I think just keep that in mind, that you can't that you know you're storing things temporarily here, narratively, and then moving them along to your horses when you have access. Okay, but that's fine.
Well, narrative-wise, I think the only time it would really be an issue is if we're having something where we're being pursued or have to fucking leave in a hurry kind of situation.
Right. Yeah, so that's totally fine. We've done all of that. So the game now is in your hands. If you need further descriptions, anything like that, let me know. And welcome on in, Lynn. It's great to see you. It's great to see all of your fine raiding party. Thank you for the raid. We really appreciate you. And if you haven't been here before, folks, my name's Matt in the Hat, and we are playing Kingmaker, which is a Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure path. And we have all of our fine cast over here. Feel free to introduce yourself. Feel free to say hi or to chill. And Lynn, if you need to take a break, anything like that, feel free. But really appreciate the raid, and let me shout you out so that anyone that is watching already can go and give you a follow. Lynn is an excellent streamer. She does lots of very chill and comfy games, and is just, very comfy. So go and give her a follow, and very much appreciate it. So, gonna give this game now over to our players, who are gonna take the reins and drive us forward.
So I'd like to start sneaking.
I'm going to glare at Lucas
Ha!
and then look at the other two and say, should we go up the stairs and see about the ones that aren't dispatched?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea as I down a potion.
It's a good idea. I'm going to do
Are,
likewise.
so all of us are like right here. Yes.
Yeah, and Reskin's
Well,
making himself
okay.
his way upstairs. I will transfer the map here in a moment for you, Reskin. But I want to see how close the party wants to be to you. Being that you're
I'll be right there. I'm
sneaking,
just checking potions.
but well, you see that Reskin's trying to stay undetected.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
So-
gonna
Give
give
him a
him
little
some
bit of space.
space.
Yeah.
And
So sorry.
Good.
While the three of us are here, I want to say I know that Reskin's like really upset with the decision that I made, but I do want to apologize for if I put anybody in danger. We can talk about this later, but I just want to apologize for the decision that I made that maybe wasn't what I wanted to happen. Maybe didn't happen, but I was just trying to help, and I'll just leave it at that, and we can discuss it later.
And I just look and go, you bore the brunt of it. I hope you learned from it. And I'm going to move on.
Yeah. Fair enough. And thank you, Krulfang, for the bits. Very much appreciated. We are going to be jumping off to the upper scene. So, is anyone wanting to try to sneak with Reskin, or are we all giving him space at this point?
I'm giving him space.
All right,
what is my
perfect.
stealth. I'm going to give him the space to do it on his own.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Then I will go
He's
upstairs.
better at it than I am, quite a bit.
Now, so need you there. I'm just gonna sort this out here so that it sort of reflects kind of what we are. If it's not going to be perfect, guys, but it should at least kind of reflect what is happening. So let me activate this. And so there we go. Tarnal, Lucas, and Cassur, you are down underneath and downstairs. Reskin, you are ascending up to that second level now.
Yeah,
and
you're kind of like belly crawling just to peek up over the edge.
Yeah, so you peek up over the edge and you notice a couple of things. First of all, the walkway is all wooden. You kind of knew that from seeing it at a distance. And secondly, the person that was here just to your left again, I still can't ping because of the catch up, but just to your left in this section over here where my mouse is, you remember there being someone there, and there's not someone there now, or at least if they're there, they're either invisible or something strange has happened, but probably they've moved on somewhere else.
All right. I will step back down here and I'll just motion them towards the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they get close, I'll just whisper, there's no one in line of sight. I'm going to sneak up to the corner. And then I'm going to attempt to sneak again and move up to here.
Yeah, that's fine. And so to your right, you see a stone wall. It is taller than you can see over currently. But potentially, if you wanted to get a view over it, it might be possible, especially with people boosting you or something like that. But at this stage, you can't see over it.
Okay.
And
I'm
that.
going to.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
I was going to say, just that the stone wall cuts off pretty much where you are and turns as if it's part of an upper story, I guess, part of a room. Like there might be an internal, or there might be a ruin or something. And you can see, that it continues to your right, Reskin. But yes.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
don't see,
move.
I'm
and I
gonna
don't
crouch
see
down a
anybody
bit
from here.
and lean
so-
against the wall
Yep, you lean against the
and
wall.
look to Tarnal.
Mhm.
Give me a boost up here.
Yep, that's what I was saying.
All right.
Nope.
So
What is the wooden walkway north of me? What is on either side of it? Is that beneath the walkway?
yeah, so there's like collapsed stone and just like um yeah, part of the section has clearly collapsed. Um, part of the wall has collapsed, but can't really. Again, you can't really get a good view. But yeah, it's just a refuse ruined stone that has collapsed. Past probably quite some time ago. It's your best guess.
And are there any openings in that wall along this side that I can see?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. Well,
Tarnal, what do you see up there?
go up here and take a peek and see if I can see anything.
Hold on, Res.
That's all right.
Remember-
He's yep. So
I'm still standing up there.
I will have Tarnal make a stealth check.
Absolutely.
Nice. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag your token to the north. All right. And that is going to represent what you can see. Your body is not going to be where I drag it. This is for line of sight, okay?
Yep, absolutely.
So, you see
Tarnal, what do you
3
see?
bandits. All of the bandits are on the edge of this stone platform, and they're all looking down, expecting you expecting you to come out underneath, right? Because that's where you were. You were under there and waiting with their weapons in hand to jump down and ambush you from above.
I'm going to turn and look back. I'm going to hold my fingers out for 3. Holding that so that you can see that there's 3. And then I'm going to kind of pull myself back down so that I can't see, so that they can hear him. And I'm going to whisper, they're waiting to ambush us, as if we were going to continue to the north where the owlbear went down below.
Shh. Should we climb the wall here and just go over behind them? We can kick them off.
Something that
How
I
far
will
away- How far away am I?
Or call Reskin back.
hang on before you leave, Reskin. What I'm gonna do, I think that Reskin would probably have the presence of mind to see that the height of the railing around this tower would probably get him enough purchase to see over the stone wall. And just before he moves back, I'm gonna just quickly again do the same thing. I'm just gonna reveal what you see, but your body isn't here. All right. So that's the perspective that you see from Reskin, is like
Okay.
those people. And again, they haven't noticed you. They're looking down. They're holding their weapons as if they're gonna jump down. And I'm just gonna move you back so you can't see that anymore. And you step down, and then you can move. Okay, just so that we're all kind of at the same place.
And I'm gonna say to Kasur, probably better if we come over the wall right here. We're further away from them than where Reskin went.
I'm gonna peek around the corner and hold my hand up like this.
And I'm doing the same thing to you at this point back.
Nod, and then I'm gonna point. I'm gonna point north, and then I'm going to go back up here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get up on the edge of the wall there, creep, so that I can leap down when they.
I'm gonna look at you.
when they engage.
I'm going to turn and look back towards Lucas where he's at the bottom and
I want to be
motion
able to
him
leap
to
down
come up
like
here.
right beside that.
Yeah, I was
guy
gonna say,
who's
what do you think we should
self-styled.
make him do?
Yeah, but I'm waiting until they appear over the wall too.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Now, there's another thing that I want to reveal to you because of that position that you are. So just give me a minute.
Oh no.
You mean Lucas or you mean Reskin?
I mean, Reskin.
Equine slaughter.
It's the crunchy slurpy things.
Alright, so I won't worry about that one. So what I'm gonna do is you see a bloody horse here, and you see a creature. It's still down, so you only see half of it, right? But you see the body, and like half of the head, like the front half of the head, and you see its arms, and you see it like ripping the horse, like, and just gnawing and just devouring its insides. Okay. Yeah.
It'll be sluggish once it's full.
Takes me back to The Walking Dead.
It's the animal kingdom. Animals eat animals.
And then I'm going to move Kasser, Tunnel, and Lucas as well.
Yeah, I motion for Lucas to come up, and we're gonna all go over the wall as quietly as possible here.
I'll have you all make stealth checks as you are remounting the wall.
Wait.
You're gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait until the others are over and tell Tarnell to make a little cricket noise or something when he's on the other side. And that's when I'll come over because I have a feeling I'm going to make noise. I'm going to tell him.
Awesome. That's great stealth
They
checks,
should be in
guys.
position. I will still roll mine, so you have it.
Yeah.
But I'm convinced it will be...
Being that you're staying on the other
Probably
side, you'll get a bonus to that.
Oh, it's not bad.
Lucas's is the worst. So what I'm gonna do, I know that this will come up on the stream, but we're going to see how these guys do, and these are gonna be blind checks because the characters don't know how well these people perceive them. But it will pop up on the stream. There's nothing else that we can do about that. And I know that my players is not gonna... that's public, it doesn't matter. And the final one...
Jex the Snitch. Nice name.
That is an amazing name.
The names have been pretty good.
Perception...
I particularly like the owlbear being named Beaky.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Perception, and it's gonna be a blind roll. Yeah, so... Ooh. Okay, so that guy... As Tarnal Lucas catapult over... This one that's right in front of Tarnal, the one in direct line... He will turn... as you come over the wall.
He gets the finger because he saw me.
And he will make a whistle at the others. Now this is good for Reskin because the others turn away from both Reskin and looking down and look directly at Tarnal and Lucas. It is very clear that they have all now seen you.
This is what we've practiced for years. I'm the one who's supposed to get noticed.
In addition to that, that same guy that turned around matches the description of Fulgrim Sneeg, who was described to you as the man who stole all of what's his face's shit.
Rest.
Yeah, Keston, that's it.
Keston,
Yeah, and he matches that description pretty darn well. And they will immediately like start moving as if to attack you, which will be a roll for initiative, please.
You. I know you.
All right.
You have no honor.
And yeah, I'll move the wall as soon as I can.
Yeah, it'll be then turn-based now that that's happened, because
Yep.
you were hoping that you would be unnoticed.
Didn't
That
happen.
hasn't quite happened, but
I had to do it because tactically that's what I would have done.
one. I love it.
I
wear
2,
metal
3,
armor.
4.
You're in a giant tin can.
And
Why am I going to sabotage the party?
Right. And so we are going to begin this encounter, and that will be Tarnal being the first one who can act there.
All right.
Girl, you're making me sweat.
This is going to be my standard. Where I'm going to first cast. You know, with these guys, I'm casting this one.
This is the Baldur's Gate moment where you walk all the way up to them and cast Thunderwave.
Right down towards the owlbear. Yeah. Does not happen. It's not happening.
Come on, but it had to be called out, like...
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm standing right next to Tarnal, and well, I'll wait till mine comes up.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's a really good
Nice.
attack. Okay, so this is against Jex the Snitch, and he is going to take double that damage, and he is near death already as those needle darts in the form of lyre strings catapult out and just slash away and pierce away into well, it's technically piercing damage, so I should say piercing away at Jex the Snitch.
And for my free action, I'm going to be like, shoot that one.
Shoot that.
The other one next.
Lucas.
First action, talking to Tarnal. Is there a way we can throw one of them at the owlbear?
I wish.
You can. So the best you could do would be to shove them at this stage. It's really hard to pick up a full person, especially when they're not wanting to be picked up. Like, that's pretty hard.
You can't do the throwing people at people in this game like Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
You can actually.
You
I was
can.
gonna say, like, can't somebody as like stacked as?
But at
There's
this
builds for that.
At this stage, they are effectively the same size and weight as you. You can take an athletics action called shove you'd have to move up to them, and then you could push them and potentially have them fall off. So they are in a position that's really good for that.
Okay.
Yep, shove is 5 foot.
Or 10 foot if you critically succeed.
So,
True.
so one of my actions is to draw my bow.
Yep.
I'm going to target the guy that's near death. And
Good
I'm
plan.
going to fire.
Ah! That is enough to hit him. Just barely.
He grazed him. Grazed him.
Now he can't be an adventure.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Shoot him again.
Can't.
So bow, yes you can.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Okay.
have the
Reload 0.
quality.
No
Reload
reload.
0.
As long as you have both hands free, you can
That's
you can
not-
shoot as
yeah.
many actions as you got.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a bit of a rough landing here for Lucas. He's feeling a little bit off center, but he does land a shot. And look, any damage is good damage, and you see that he's been accurate, and that's good, right? Like, So, Reskin, you coming up the other side. None of them are looking at you right now. So you can consider them.
Shut up.
You can.
He's better off stabbing this guy than he is shoving this guy.
He's getting the rapier.
Yeah, and this is a surprise attack because he has not acted yet.
I smell a fire.
Oh,
Question.
shit.
Matt, on the other side of the wall, would I have been within range to get Tarnell's anthem or not? I didn't know if walls block it.
Yeah, no, walls don't block it.
Okay.
You can hear it. I don't think it
Adios.
has a... Yeah,
Just
so
wanna make sure.
unsurprisingly, this is what happens. You ready? Blip.
He got both kidneys with that stab.
He gets halfway through like being like, "Oh, we saw ya."
But you didn't see that one.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ.
Boom. And the next
Total
one.
overkill on that guy.
Program is looking a little
Flick the blood off the blade at the
less
guy that's still sticking.
confident. Yeah. Let me check Fulgrim here real quick. This little one making me fall asleep. Yeah. Okay, so...
Yeah, they are like total little bundles of warmth when you've got them on your chest like that.
So he looks at you. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna move to here. He's gonna target Reskin.
He's gonna try to shove you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna nimble dodge.
So the shove action, let's have a look at. Target can't be more than one size larger than you. It's attempt an athletics check against the target's fortitude, and nimble dodge only affects your armor class.
Oh, he doesn't have to hit me?
Just a shove.
Athletics.
Yeah,
It's
it's against your
athletics versus
fortitude save.
fortitude.
Hang on 1 second. Let me look at something real quick here.
Yeah, that's okay. He's gonna make his check.
9. Do I have to make a fortitude save against that?
No, it's against your DC. So how that works is it's your bonus, which is 8 plus your 10. So it'll be 18, and he's gotten 21. So he does
pushes me 5 feet.
succeed in pushing you 5 feet. Yeah, there.
Okay, I have catfall, so
Yeah, you don't take any damage.
But you're back down where the owlbear is.
Right.
Can he make a? Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Since if you look underneath him, he's still somewhat on the roof. Could he do an acrobatics check to see if he can hold himself there instead of falling down?
He
Like standing on the
could.
wood?
He could grab an edge as a reaction.
okay. Is that a reflex save or acrobatics check?
Grab an edge is
Pick
a
your actions.
your choice of acrobatics or reflex save. Acrobatics check
My
or reflex save.
is a little slightly better, so I'll use that.
Thought I'd mention it.
Okay, you do grab an edge. So instead of moving back, he sees you catch yourself. And what he's going to do is he's going to try and stomp on your hand.
Didn't he already move and attack, and now he moved again?
Oh,
No,
he
didn't have to
moved.
move.
Push.
No, he did. He did have to move, and then he shoved.
Move, push, move.
No, but he's not moving because
It's being retconned because he didn't. Because he caught the edge.
No, shove. You can move with. Okay, yeah.
So he is going to try
You're right.
an unarmed attack
Oh, nimble
to.
dodge that.
Yeah, you'll nimble dodge that. I'm not sure how that happens, but you do.
I am very nimble.
Hands doing this.
So it will be. I will make it with the longsword here, but keep in mind it's not the longsword because he's using his foot. But I don't have an unarmed attack to roll. But it's the same bonus. Oof.
He got me.
He got you. So he stomps on your fingers. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to have you make another save. And I'll roll some damage here. It's going to be +2. So this is your damage. 3 damage. And I'm going to have you make a fortitude save if you want to keep holding on. Perfect. Yeah, so it's like when you get your finger stomped, it really hurts and you want to let go, but you do not let go. You're like, nope, I got this. And so you hold on. You take the damage. That is his whole turn. Kassur, you see Rezkin fall but not hit the ground because he's holding on to the edge. It is your turn. How do you want to do it?
I can't see that yet. I'm on the other side.
Well, yeah. As soon as you jump over.
Yeah, so I go over the wall.
It's one action to do so.
Let's see.
Used one.
I want to kill the guy, but I can't.
What's the throw on the spear? What's the reach on that?
Oh, I could hit him from here. Not
Throw
gonna do
twice.
it. I grab Rezkin and pull him up.
Okay. I'm not going to require a
Wanna
check
put him
because he's
behind me.
already like... But it is an action, so you move,
Yep.
you grab him and pull him up.
That's all I can do. I am done. I am now there, and I'm done. I
Donald?
wasn't going to risk him falling.
All right. Well, we're gonna do my standard again. I am going to refresh that.
As you are starting to like sing again and cast needle darts and all of these things, you continue to hear awful ripping and tearing sounds from below.
That's not going to hit.
No, it's definitely not.
Twang. Totally out of tune for the noise on that particular needle darts.
Very good though, Lucas.
Yep. I'm going to shoot Falcon. Well, first, I'm going to move.
Remember, you want to be a certain distance away with the bow,
do,
otherwise you get
yeah.
negatives. Yeah.
Oh, let's see. So, okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to devise a stratagem.
Nice. Always worth it, even if it doesn't work. It's always worth it.
100%. Come on. Where is it? Damn it. Shit. Hang on one second. Actions. There it is. All right. Found it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
But what is your bonus? You might have a good enough bonus for this, because he's only got... Have you got a +8?
What do you mean a +8? For my longbow, strike +9.
Yeah, so you're still going to hit with that.
Okay, all right, let's do it.
Sweet.
Come on.
Nice. Takes a good solid hit from that bar.
I will do it again.
Very nice. 2 shots, 2 hits, and Fulgrim is looking badly injured. Lucas is.
One more, right?
Uh,
I'm not gonna shoot. I'm gonna,
no,
like,
you
try
cannot
and
because
do-
you took. This is not your lead, and you took a stratagem action.
Devising a stratagem, yeah, is an action it's of itself.
Oh, okay, no worries.
So Reskin?
I will tumble through him.
Nice.
Actually, no, there's no need to do so.
There's no need.
Because Cassier's there. So 5, 10, 15.
Being extra cautious, I love it.
And then flanking attack.
Nice. He is off guard to you. Heck yeah. That's a critical hit, boys.
Oh, that guy is probably gone.
He's toast. And max damage on the D6
No.
as well.
Oh, yeah, on the 6s, yeah.
So,
That's
40
done.
damage is max.
so this is a +1 matters situation, guys, because you rolled exactly 23, which is exactly his off guard armor class +10. So that is why you got a critical hit, and he's toast.
Every +1 matters.
Where's that soundboard, Cruel?
He's
It's a joke. I really don't want you to like work
pick on you. Pick on you today.
Yeah.
All right, so having
Cool
defeated
thing.
these 3, you surmise that the complement of bandits who are on the ground level and on this level have been depleted, and that any remaining must be either away from camp or potentially you did hear a certain beefy guy squeal like a girl and open a door and then close that door, and you heard that from this general direction around here somewhere last time, and so there might be a door where there's people behind it or under it or otherwise secured away. All right, so that is the situation, but congratulations. Let's stop the encounter as you are out of initiative.
How many potions do
So,
you have?
boys, what are we going to do with those, with the owlbear?
Yeah, you still see it ripping and tearing and hear it.
So let's
Let
strip the gear we
Let
want
it
off these
feed.
guys and chuck them down there to it. Keep it busy
Well,
longer.
Yeah. Let it feed.
Not a bad
Yeah,
idea.
and at some point it's gonna like get full, and hopefully then it will go to
Gorge
sleep.
itself and go to sleep. Yes, that's a
Yep.
great idea.
Solid
Besides, I
plan.
don't want to have to waste my time burying these assholes anyhow.
Boom. 2 birds with one
right.
stone.
I drag this stuff to our party stash so we can pitch them over the edge to the owlbear.
Yeah. Off they go.
Flavor-wise, RP-wise, we stash here on the bed up here
Yeah.
so we know where to find it.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I don't want to have to make you worry about keeping track of the bodies to pull the stuff off.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. All right, so as
I'm gonna lean over to Lucas before we end up going and said, "See, we're better off staying way the fuck back here."
And he did a pretty damn good job with that bow.
That was
Yeah, that's
through-
the and
that's-
and that That's a composite longbow. I mean, I don't get a strength modifier, but I don't care.
Awesome.
Then you could just use the longbow.
So as you gaze down, you see, I know it's not pictured here, but you do see a trapdoor. So it's not further and horizontally, it is a trapdoor down into the ground.
Okay.
How far down is it
from
from
the
here?
other trapdoor we found before?
So you notice, as you look down, that there is a rock pile. It's very easy to just like jump down onto the rock pile and slide down the rock pile. You heard that from the character from last time. You heard him like land on the rock pile and then squeal and then slide down it and be a bit, yeah. So you don't take damage. You don't need to check because the rock pile is almost to the level of that section.
Do it. Into the breach once more.
Sir, you are crossing the bridge and going downstairs that way, the long way?
Yes, I want to keep an eye out to make sure there's no one hiding over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to go the long way just to look up in the tower, look over the edges, just making sure we don't have any other people in any hidey holes on us.
All right, I'm going to activate the other map. I know that this is going to reset our position, but let's drag you where you need to be. All right, so a couple of things as Caster makes his way down
You
here.
guys would be down with Redskin.
Yeah, you're in this room down here. That one. So let's have a look.
You said a few things. So
yeah. So
done, and then we'll what we do.
The description of the room that you've come down into, DM. Though ruined walls still separate this area from the other rooms, most of the ceiling has collapsed. The only bit of roof covers the inside corner, forming a dry storage area which has been extended out with hides strung from a wooden frame. You also see a number of unlocked chests piled... Well, you don't see that they're unlocked, but you see chests piled up in the dry storage area. So I'll reveal that to you. So there's a number there. You'll see them along.
I'd like to examine the trapdoor to see if it's got any traps or anything.
Okay. You notice that as you look at the trapdoor and the area around it, that this is a shallow, stone-lined cooking pit containing ash and partially burnt logs in this rubble-filled room. You notice that there's a large slab of wood, which is what so it's less a trapdoor and more a slab of wood.
Apparently, Lucas went to check out the owlbear.
I was just looking around. That's all I was doing. I was just
You stealthing, Lucas?
Don't go over there.
If you went there, I need you to make a stealth roll, please.
Okay. Okay.
Or if Lucas wouldn't have been stealthing, then something else will happen.
Well, I think the closer you would have gotten to the crunching, slurping, slashing noises of the thing eating the horse, the more likely.
The question is that Azrael's curiosity just looking around when he should
Yeah,
Or
it's
is it
that.
Lucas living
It's not Lucas. Look, it's not Lucas's curiosity. I promise. It's just me.
Okay, so you don't want to have gone up there. Okay, then
I don't. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. But I just need to establish what you're actually doing. So
That's fair.
you're staying away, knowing that there's an owlbear right there.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
about to go get some popcorn.
I'm trying to point it out. This is me trying to help Azrael,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And so
yep,
yeah, you
yep.
don't have a chance to loot that at the moment because of the situation. No one's going up there because there's an owlbear there, and that's terrifying. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys can lift that piece of wood and notice that there is just enough space for one person at a time to drop down into the darkness.
Is it more than 60 feet?
No.
Or what is
No.
it, 90 feet?
No.
Okay.
Hey guys,
So-
there's some storage up here we should check out at some point. But I'm good with going here first. I just want to make sure we mark
All
that
right.
down
I
too.
will.
I'm gonna look in the hole
How deep is it?
and compare it to
Um,
the size of the owlbear and go, yeah, down there sounds good.
I think it's 10 feet.
Okay, I'll drop down. I'll try and be quiet. Be
Mhm.
careful, not make a huge racket when I land.
Sure, yeah. All right, I'll just drag you down here. All right, so ground. So it's just going to be Reskin at this stage. Drop
Well,
down.
as soon as I see Reskin jump down, I'm going to do the more careful version that I do, which is grab the edge, lower myself to full arms extension after I've stowed my weapons, and then
Right.
drop
Except
down from
something
there.
else
If you go to do
happens
that, I'll
first.
offer you a hand.
Something else happens
To help
first
you out.
because someone's waiting down there.
Of course he is.
And so Reskin drops down and lands right next to a guy. The same guy that has been speaking a lot. That sort of voices. And so he is going to roll initiative as soon as you appear, Reskin. And at this stage...
Do you want all of us to roll initiative?
I
or not?
do, yes.
I have no token in the scene.
You can go to your initiative and
I did.
buy
It
your
said
character sheet.
Yep. It said I wouldn't let me because I don't have a token in the scene.
Yep,
Okay.
true.
I will drag you down here. Give me a moment, please.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just gonna move you guys for a minute so that I can grab all of you and drag you down.
You're good. You do what you gotta do, man.
Alright, you should be able to roll initiative now. Alright. So we will
Colonel,
begin.
why are you so steely all the time?
I've been fast this session. Fast.
Alright.
Oh, Carlo.
So, Reskin, as you land, Orcs will raise his club and he will make a hit hard attack. This is called. He's like, "Roar!" And he's going to make a melee club strike.
Can I use a reaction or no?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Nimble dodge.
Mm-hmm. And he will make that strike. And he misses you.
Every +1 matters. But you didn't need your nimble dodge, luckily.
Oh, well, he's not fleeing anymore. Yeah, so he did not roll well, so that's part of that. And with his final action, albeit that this is going to be at a pretty severe penalty, he is going to try and grab you, Riskin.
Okay.
Not a chance. Yeah, so you see him try to bring his club down. You sort of dodge out of the way. And it slams like right next to you. And you feel the reverberation of that attack and realize like that would have really hurt. Like it that impact is huge, right? He's got a lot of strength, and that really probably would have hurt an awful lot. So, Reskin, it's your turn.
Redskin,
I'm gonna.
I know it kind of wastes a move, but if you tumble through, others can jump down.
I already planned to do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
call out enemy here, northwest corner, and then I'm gonna tumble through.
All right, let's see if you succeed on that for me. I imagine so. We'll just check that. It is a reflex DC that you're up against. I can't imagine that he has that high of a reflex. He does not have that high of a reflex. It's not a critical success, just a success. You do move in that
Off
way.
guard to my next attack.
Yep, I'll set him as
The acrobat dedication is pretty good if you're a nimble character.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good.
I will attack you.
All right. You do hit.
So it's not showing the sneak attack on there.
That's because I didn't have him as off guard, but
I can just manually turn it on. It's easy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So the sneak attack happens because you tumbled through? Or?
Correct.
Because I took a feat.
Nice.
So when I
Yeah,
tumble
he's
through,
got a
it puts
feat.
them off guard to my next attack. Is it
Nice.
the next attack? Or
Yeah, acrobat allows you to make them off guard when you tumble through. So the
No, this is
acrobat
the rogue-
allowed him
this is
to
the
make
rogue
him off
class.
guard to make him.
It's a class
What?
feat.
It's a rogue class feat.
Okay.
And it's off guard against the next attack, yeah. So then with my last action, he will not be off guard.
Uh-huh.
But I will strike anyway.
Anyway. Ooh. Still a hit. That's good damage.
Damn, dude.
Ooh.
Man, I want these damage rolls. Come on.
Tunnel.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so I was going to get ready to stow my weapon and start going to hand, and Kazur said he was going to offer me a hand, but I'd have to wait until his turn to be able to do that, correct?
If he was going to aid you, yeah.
Yeah, so no, I'm just going to do what I was going to do, which was drop down, so that I don't going to take any damage. If it's 10 foot down, I don't want to take damage. So I'm going to take an action to hang down and then drop.
You do know someone's there in melee. Would you still jump down?
Fucking right, I would. My brother's down there.
All right.
Yeah. Well, that's where you land.
Oh, and this asshole's right here. Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is right there.
But you can
So-
still
I mean,
take
he
another
stays
action.
in melee as soon as
Step
you
away.
drop down.
One action to do that. is this is the top of a stairwell? Can I move off of and down into the rest of the room?
There
without
is you could because there's not but like there is a stone. It's railing is the only word I've got, but it's a stone barrier. You can leap over that, but it's yeah. You do see like a number of um, crates and stuff down there that could one soften the fall or make it even worse.
I'm gonna make an athletics check to go over the barrier.
Okay. You don't need much.
Could I use acrobatics instead?
Sure, yeah. What I will also do, given that we're starting to file into here, is describe the room. Okay, so for those that haven't seen it yet, just keep this in mind, as you will not have this description for your character until it appears. But this room feels miserably damp, and greasy swaths of mold cake the carved stone walls and floor. The ceiling, 15 feet, or it's 15 feet overhead, is thick with cobwebs. 3 archways in the walls into other rooms, all of which are filled with mounds of crates, furs, sacks, weapons, and other presumably stolen loot. So that is
Payday,
something.
boys.
We could have used those extra horses.
Maybe. We'll see. Hey, if things go well,
I thought Lucas was going to tame the owlbear, and we could just have the owlbear carry it.
So, one action to drop down, second action to go over here. Do I have a third, or did it take more than one action to get to where I'm at?
So it's an action to jump over there. I will allow it as an action to get to where you are.
Okay, then I am going to also.
You got one action left.
Yep, I'm going to refresh this one. Oh, that's the wrong one. God damn it. I clicked the wrong one. I'm going to cast this one. My mouse is having issues where I go to try to move it and it moves like a quarter inch instead of the distance it should right now because I got to clean this fucking mouse pad.
It wouldn't have anything to do with these cobwebs, would it, Cruelfang? Alright, so Tunnel has sung his rallying anthem. Lucas.
That's my turn.
You do see space down there.
Yeah. I have the feeling that that's not a good idea for me to jump down. But at the same time, I'd be up here by myself with
an owlbear.
Unless Kazer's going to stay up here with me.
Would you like incentive? I can make incentive.
No.
I would not like incentive.
There's an enemy.
Always delay.
There's
No,
an enemy
thank
that
you.
attacked my friend down there. I'm going down there.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics is fine.
Okay. Probably still going to fail. No, I'm not.
You good. So do you want to jump over as well to where Tunnel is too? That's what's happening. Cool. So yeah, you can land there. No, you have to land like at least somewhere close. So
Okay. I'm going to target the badly injured dude.
technically Tunnel would be here, but
That's fine. Okay, move me wherever you need me to be, Matt.
All right, badly injured dude.
Can we see him from as far down as we are right there?
you're having trouble where you are. You didn't need to see him. Lucas can, but he's got cover against Lucas.
Poop. That's not good.
He still got shot. I mean, it's fine.
Let's do
Stratagem. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Stratagem. Not
Yep,
bad.
it's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
That'll hit him.
Do you know if it would result in a hit, or do you just know what the roll is?
No, you just know what the roll is, and then what Foundry already does. This is another thing that is being coded by volunteers, folks, is that it actually uses the modifiers and the 12. You'll see there that it replaces the dice roll when he makes an attack with what he already had for his feature. So
that's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Ocho.
Yeah. And you'll also notice. Oh no, it hasn't done that. It's okay.
That's my turn.
You get precision damage with this device's stratagem?
Yes.
Why have you not been using this every round?
Because it kept failing. Because it kept failing.
You had it fail a number of times.
I just want to point out you wouldn't have gotten that second attack.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a fourth action.
Yeah, no, you couldn't.
Oh, really?
One action to jump down from the top,
Yeah.
second action to jump out of the way. And then
All right.
yeah.
My bad.
So I just wanted to point it out.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Can I help you
Kasser.
learn?
Gives me an error back.
I'm going to jump down,
Ooh.
driving my spear into him.
X. Wow. Damn.
If I have to take fall damage to up the damage to him, that's fine. But I'm driving my spear into him with everything I got. So however you want that to be thematically.
I think I've probably also given us a leg up here because I forgot about something. So I'm gonna narratively have something happen at the end of this encounter, just to shape things up here. You definitely hit him. Go ahead.
Wow. That's a hell of a lot of damage there.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I don't know if I can do anything thematically to up it, but
Ooh. Definitely hit. Nice. He is gone. Groans and falls. And right as he falls.
as it jump right down through his shoulder bone.
Yeah,
him
yeah,
down
you
to
chop
the
him down.
Yeah,
Tarnal,
I get to manhandle.
right
this.
as you see this guy like hit the ground and stops twitching, your light will run out.
Son of a bitch. I'm going to have to cast that again.
Okay, because this is something I forgot about, and I think that this is a good narrative moment here. So I'm going to use this narrative moment to shape the scene, okay? The light goes out just as he hits the floor and groans his final breath. And as this happens, just after that happens, you hear a door down here open. And you see, or you should see, a very faint light.
I see perfectly, so.
In black and white, yes. You see that there is someone
this is
else
someone
down
else.
here.
I'm going to hold up one finger and then point at the door.
So he opens the door, and then he's going to cast Summon Animal. You're gonna cast this.
Please tell me that the centipedes are considered vermin.
All right, so yeah, that's at level 3.
Oh, Jesus.
They should be beasts.
So we are level
I believe
1
owlbear were
animal.
beasts.
All right,
This is
so
a conjure an animal.
Not that Kessler
yeah.
knows that. But magical animals are beasts.
I can't see shit.
Or non-normal
yep,
animals.
that is how it's meant to be for the moment.
I can see.
Okay.
Good for you.
Level.
That's the difference between low light with the little bit of light that's
2.
down there and human
No light.
vision over here.
It's my parents' fault for being a lawful being.
Okay, so he.
The real question is, was that your dad or your mom? Or do you even know?
I don't know. I was an orphan. I don't know what happened.
Just
I was on
looking
the streets
at
trying
my
to survive.
options here.
I want to know, but I don't know that I can ever find out or not. Kessler absolutely would love to know.
We have an investigator. Make him check it out.
Depends on how this talk goes at camp.
Oh, that's fantastic. I gotta do that. Alright. So this is what I'm gonna do. I just love this idea. That's fantastic. Alright. Alright.
Why are we being attacked by a druid? We're friends with the nature and all.
So as he opens the door, obviously it's dark. Not all of you can see very well. And all of a sudden, you hear the sound of sort of feverish, animalistic laughter as a monkey swarm appears. And the monkeys start to like just throw dung and cobwebs and dance around and move.
This stinks.
Great, we've got shit throwers.
This stinks.
I think that's fantastic.
Unacceptable level of chaos.
And so, yeah, just monkeys everywhere. The monkey swarm is large, and it's going to go right here. Okay, now you're not necessarily going to see it, but it's right there. They don't get a turn or anything right now. But that's going to be a thing that happens. So that is there. And you hear all of that, and you see potentially some of that depending on your vision. Reskin. So that thing, that big lump, is a whole stack of monkeys.
Okay.
It's not one creature, but it is taking up that whole space. And you can imagine that it's overflowing and that they're all kind of like wrestling and throwing stuff.
Where
that
is
sort of thing.
The caster, by the way.
You
I don't see him.
don't
here.
know.
You said he was here.
You don't know. You heard a door open. Other than that,
All right, I'm gonna
We see
step
the
to
light, but we
here.
can't see him.
Yeah, I'm gonna step to here, and then I'm gonna attack the.
Reskin knows where he is, I think. Oh, hang on. You don't see him either.
I can't quite see him. I know he's to the south, but now I can. Okay. Actually, if he's that close, yeah, screw the monkeys.
So you can maybe just barely see, like, just barely the dim, like, outline. Yeah.
20, 25, 30, 35 tumbling through him. Let's do an acrobatics check.
Okay. Tumble through is against his reflex DC. His reflex DC is that, so yes, you do succeed.
He's now off guard.
Okay, then I will
Let me
attack
just
him.
give me 2 secs, please.
No worries.
So I can just click the button. There we go. Off you go.
Reskin, take this one alive.
Take things alive. That's not our MO. And not likely with that hit. Well, maybe.
Oof. Jesus. All right. He is injured.
And then with my third action, I'll just, yep, tell him to yield and hold the rapier at him, pointing at him.
Okay. So, all right. What I'll do, well, is
Dogs went out. I'll be back in a minute.
yeah. So yeah, you see. An old man. He's got he's mostly bald, but has big, long, white, well, grey and very dirty beard. Rags. And his skin seems to be coated in bark. For the purposes of this.
Bark skin.
Bark skin.
Yeah, so it doesn't look.
Cast 1,000 times.
Doesn't look like. So I'm just going to just have this here, and piercing damage. That was piercing damage. So he'll just have slightly less damage from that because of that.
Bark skin is piercing resist.
Yeah. And you'll notice that as that comes on down. Okay.
Out of curiosity, how much does it give? Like 1 per level. Like
It's resistance 2 at this
have to learn the
stage.
spell.
But yeah.
That's really cool.
It is cool.
Is that bark skin, or is that potion of oak, or is that an oak skin, or one of the others for that?
It's bark skin, but you don't know that.
Player knowledge, not character knowledge. I would have to make rolls to identify stuff otherwise, and
Yeah, I was just more curious as a player.
Okay, so yeah, with that, did you have anything else? Is that everything?
No, I just want to. I'm going to tell him after hitting him once. I'm going to tell him to yield and
Yeah.
give him a chance to surrender.
Yeah, Tarnal, you hear Rezkin hit this guy and tell him to yield.
I'm going to cast light. I'm going to reach out and touch Lucas with it.
Okay. Oh, please do. I will drag that. Cannot be added to this actor. Why not? I'm just going to put it on you for the moment, Tarnal. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to stress on it. And then I'm going to renew this.
Yep. Perfect. Lucas?
Yes. Let's.
Just so you know, to catch up what you missed, Rezkin stabbed him, asked him to yield. I cast light so we can see.
Yep.
And then refresh my anthem. But this guy hasn't responded yet to whether or not he's going to yield.
Correct.
Okay. That's a bunch of monkeys standing in front of us.
It sure is.
Yes.
A whole bunch of monkeys.
Oh, I am going to slash with my sword at the monkeys.
Okay.
You will have to draw it first.
Oh, shit. No, I already had it drawn. It was already out. I don't know how I can have a cross composite longbow and a longsword.
You cannot.
At the same time.
You
cannot.
It was the issue.
Okay, that's fine.
Longbow is.
So just say you take an action to swap.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then you have
And then you have 2.
I'm going to devise again.
You have to get a
Um,
module for it to warn you about proper usage of hands. Otherwise, the game system currently lets you in
let's just
Foundry not have limited hands.
Let's just strike.
Oh,
And we'll do it again.
nope. The monkeys dance around, throwing crap everywhere, making a raucous noise, and you fail to hit them.
This is a crappy situation.
Cursor, please.
How does jump work? I've never done it. Or leap.
You can select a vertical or horizontal leap. It's a high jump or a long jump. A long jump typically requires a running start, but covers more distance, and a high jump is purely vertical and covers a shorter distance.
Can I essentially do a long jump, but just a horizontal jump from the balcony where I am to the other side of the monkeys? The box over there.
No. The reason
That's part of the
being,
move. I want to move over.
yeah,
over that way.
the reason being, so what I would say is this, right? Right now, that's the top of stairs, and you are very close to the roof at that point, and jumping, even though it's across, is still going
No, I get it.
get
still
you
have to go
height.
from,
And I think that that's a little awkward right now. If you were here,
Yeah.
like just beside Lucas and not on that height, I would say absolutely that might be possible. But I think it's probably a little awkward. You could jump
Okay.
from the bottom
Can I
of the
move-
staircase. Yeah,
Yeah,
over
can I move
potentially.
from there to there? Like I want to get behind the monkeys,
Yeah.
and that's why I didn't know if I can step past them here.
I think it's difficult terrain for that step, but yes, you can.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I will move up there.
So it'll be 2
I'm gonna grab him.
movements.
That's 2 actions, so I have 1 action.
Okay. All right, so target.
I'm aware.
Athletics.
That's just kind of.
Where is it? And as I grab him, I'm going to look at him and say, "Disperse the monkeys and surrender."
All right. You do
Really?
not succeed to grab him at this stage.
I do succeed?
No, do not.
Do not. I'm going to burn my hero point on that.
Okay.
Because this is thematically appropriate.
Oh.
You're going to shake the guy until he sends his monkeys home? Got it.
Yes.
Okay, he is
Put your
grabbed.
monkeys back in the barrel. It's not playtime.
Grabbed. Go.
They've left us to be pelted with shit by the monkeys, Lucas.
We have killed the Stag Lord, and you can
Boo.
find redemption or plummet to despair.
Mm-hmm. So, no. So
See, this is the guy we don't want to let anywhere near the owlbear. He might probably actually be able to tame the fucking thing.
okay. Made a mistake there. How am I going to fix that? What's that? Don't know. What I might have to do. Go here. Okay, I'll just pop this out. Stage. Okay, so we are up to his turn.
Did he disappear off the map for you guys, or is it just me?
Yeah, he disappeared.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't see him either.
I don't know. I see him.
Okay, it's okay. I'm just mentioning because if he does something, we may need to be told where he's at then.
Yeah, because he's gone for me as well too.
Let me move him and see. Like, are you seeing that movement?
No, we don't see him at all.
We
Like
don't see
the
him.
tokens disappeared.
That's why.
He's
No,
invisible.
now he's back.
Now he's back.
Now he's back.
All right.
That was
This is
strange.
kind of annoying. Okay.
Maybe it's because he's not in the initiative table.
I can reveal that too. All right. Well, he's not going to listen to you. Shocking.
All right, he's been given one chance.
Why do they
So
all wish
annoying.
for their own death?
Because that's what's written.
These ones fight to the bitter end.
Like Kessler is actually wondering this. Like, what is wrong with them?
They're not very smart.
Or they figure, like myself, I'd rather be dead than spend a lifetime in prison.
No one said prison.
I'm just saying it from my own
No,
perspective.
it was going to be hanging.
If I have the choice of spending my whole rest of my life
Public
alive
decapitation.
and in prison, or just being killed outright, I think I'd rather die.
So he is sustaining on his spell. That's where we're going to start, which means that the monkey swarm is going to do things.
Does that take an action to sustain, or is it free?
It is an action.
Unless you're a witch and you have cackling or sustaining a hex. Yes, it does.
Correct.
Cackle. What a name.
Yeah, they have a feat called cackle.
That's
It's
awesome.
really cool. It's really cool.
By letting out a cackle.
Witches in Pathfinder were crazy. Pathfinder 1 were crazy good. I imagine they're pretty good still here.
Oh, okay. So they are going to start making a massive cacophony. I'm going to reveal this to chat because this was something I should have done before. So, because of this massive noise, anything that has the auditory trait, which is every spell that you have, you're going to need to make these checks here, okay? To perform over it. Okay, so that's there.
Okay.
That's just
You need to
passive. Yeah, I haven't done anything for that. It's just passively in the area, but so they start that up, but doesn't require an action. And then they are going to move here and surround you guys.
Great. The shit throwers are all over us.
They're pulling your hair, spitting in your ears.
And I need both of you, please, to make me this reflex save there, please.
Okay. Bill.
Okay, so Tarnal, you are taking this damage. Ooh, monkeys bite you everywhere that you don't like, and you take 7 points of damage from all of the monkeys that swarm up your legs and start tearing away.
That's my no-no square. Stay away from that.
But Lucas manages to fend them off. So that's their actions. They've moved and swarming bites. So that's them. He's still got 2 actions left.
Keep in mind, part of why I also grabbed him is that he can't do any other things that require somatic components without rolling a check.
Yeah. But that didn't require it.
If you take damage, do you have to make fortitude saves to retain concentration in Pathfinder?
No.
Okay.
It's
No.
different than that.
It's instead it's an action anyway to keep it going. So that's where they've done their tax instead of a save. It's an action to keep it going anyway.
Okay.
So you're using your economy already.
Can you concentrate on 2 different spells at the same time? Or
You
only
can,
one
but
at a
it's
time?
then another action.
Okay. Well, I mean that's really good action economy if you can do that.
Oh yeah, I've already taken 1 spell that allows me to maintain it for 3 rounds. Then the next round I've got, or next level, I've got another one that I intended to take. The 2 were the one that once I can learn the one that I wanted to make you have stealth ease in plain sight is one that I can maintain that way for a minute. And the other one is one that I can maintain for that and do 2d6 for 3 rounds to make an attack with each time.
Okay, I do not fully agree with how they've started this out, but I'm gonna live with it, and we're gonna roll this. Alright, he does not escape. He tries, but he does not escape. And he cackles, not as in the spell witch thing, but he cackles maniacally, and mumbles something almost incoherently. He has 1 action left. He will try to get out again, I guess. He will try again. This time it's -4 because multiple attack penalty. And escape is not gonna work, right? Against your DC, so he still cannot get away. He tries, he wiggles a bit, but you keep hold of him, and it is Reskin's turn.
All right. I'm gonna shrug and I'm gonna stay.
Eskin, would you please silence this man's voice?
I'm sorry. I think all you can hear is monkey screaming.
Yeah.
Oh.
Try again.
That's better.
Okay, takes that.
And a 3rd attack.
Ooh.
Nice. That you actually managed to hit with, too.
Ooh.
Okay, the 3rd attack hits, damage.
Badly injured.
Yeah, like, come on, like, it's not...
Been stabbed 3 times by a rogue. Yeah, that's bad. That'd be bad news for any of us, too.
Tunnel?
Shot by you. I'm gonna move out.
Yeah, the monkey shit.
Takes
Of the
you 20 feet of movement to get there.
To 5, 10, or 10. Yeah, 10, 20. 5 is my maximum setup for that.
Make it so
He's
they
just
can't
like-
get on top of both of you.
Yes, pretty much. And then I need to I'm going to make a performance check to be able to try to.
What's the DC on that performance check?
15.
It's not high. It's just hoops to jump through, right? Yeah, you're
Yep.
fine.
Crit.
So yeah, you can be heard
Okay. So I'm going to do that. and
over
I'm
the
going-
monkeys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I got to target this guy first. Hold on.
Yeah. You
Target, needle darts, attack.
no.
Hero point. Hero point.
Now,
Yeah, no.
I get the feeling we're still going to have to deal with the owl bear. I'm saving it for that.
The owlbear jumps down into the hole. No.
That thing is
More
going to be
like
asleep when we finish.
Wiggles and squeeses its way in.
It's gonna be asleep.
So yeah, unfortunately,
Move spell. I missed. I'm done.
Lucas.
All those YouTube videos where a bear is trying to squeeze its way through like a window that's just too small.
Winnie the Pooh. That comes to mind.
Winnie the Pooh stuck in the honey tree. Yeah.
100%. Say when.
Yeah, every time that people say
go
Winnie the Pooh,
ahead.
the thing that pops into my head isn't Winnie the Pooh. It's Xi Jinping.
Am I good?
Yep.
I swapped from slashing to versatile P
Okay.
on my long board.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to strike.
Okay. This time, you hit some monkeys. Okay, so damage.
Monkey.
All right. So as that happens, I believe I have something here.
Yep, they have piercing resistance probably.
Oh, balls.
Swarms tend to have piercing resist.
I should have swapped then. Damn. Oh, well.
Only way to learn is by doing.
Yep. Like your character has to learn this too, right? Yeah, and because there's a lot of them, right? Yeah, you do like get one, but you know, it doesn't.
Now you have a monkey.
There's still an awful lot of them.
There's still a million more.
You got monkey on a
Yeah.
stick, the newest delicacy in the
Wait,
land.
is it swarm like a 10 by 10 by 10 cube?
No.
It's just a 10 by 10 square.
I think
Does it carpet more than
in this case, I'm gonna say no. It's just a whole stack of monkeys.
All
If
good.
it was something like bees or something, then maybe I would say
No.
that.
I'm swapping back over to slashing.
Okay. This time they evade you.
Yeah, they did. That's fine.
Okay, so
Yep.
is that everything?
Well, fuck. Well, I got one more I can do, I think. Yeah, fuck it.
Nope. Lots of critical
done.
shit there. Kassir. Hit him.
Very nice.
12 points.
So, with our ruling that you made earlier on about having two things, one in each hand, you can drop them both. Does that count if you have two enemies in one in each hand?
Yes.
How many actions does it take to equip a person as a shield?
Wrong game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not something for that in this system. And you miss again.
That was a demoralized check, but yeah, still.
He is not demoralized. He's still grabbed on his turn. He will continue to concentrate. Lucas, did you move at all?
Nope.
Nope. Then at the end of your turn, can you roll a... You roll a reflex save, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Nice.
all right. Monkeys will...
Stay off my junk.
That's not very noble of you.
Monkeys
I'm
will
just
move
saying
down.
what Tarna wanted to say.
So that's one action. They swarming bites. And they're gonna swarming bites twice.
Once on him and then once on me.
Yeah, so each of you need to make that reflex save there again, please. That's fine.
Great. There you go.
Nice.
Lucas.
It took me again too.
Yep. So you
But if you
before
click
they
the one that
moved and
says-
him after.
As if you click the one that says monkey swarm, it will automatically tell you success or failure
Yeah, click the one in chat.
Yep, you're both
I-
fine.
on your sheet. Nice.
There's still a cacophony for the purposes of the other thing. I'll pop that up again so that you've got that a little bit closer. He look, can't do very much. They haven't trained him in athletics or acrobatics, which I think is an oversight personally, but it is what it is. He's
One or another
try
of the
and
two,
get
I think, is
away.
a necessity for almost every character.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
And so I think he's just gonna try and strike. He's gonna go after Kassur, who's the one grabbing him. I think that makes the most sense. So he tries to whack you with his club.
He's sicking monkeys on everybody's junk. He's club whacking people. I mean, this guy's got to die.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shillelagh effect.
It's going to make an attack. That. Main. Strike. Ooh. Actually pretty good. Now.
Ha!
Why do I have reduced AC? Oh, it's counting me as flat-footed by his monkeys.
Yep.
Yeah, you're flanked.
So, why are we not... Sorry, I have to just see what's going on here. Zach rolls increasing... Yeah, so we've got... So I'm going to add to this because of the shillelagh. Just roll an additional one. That's 11 damage that you take. From that, that is his final action. And again, he's mumbling weird things. He's like writhing about. He like itches himself. He like does a number of things there. And that is his turn. Reskin, it is your turn.
Voice. Yep.
You probably kill him here. Alright, let's see it.
So,
Boom. Alright, that
Oh yeah.
comes from Rogue Critical Hits. Let's end this encounter. You end his voice and you end his life. And the
Did
monkeys
the monkeys go away?
disappear.
Good.
Hey, is the poop fake?
Oh no, the poop's
It's
very
conjured,
real.
not fake.
It's conjured, not fake. Yeah, unfortunately.
Boo. Well, poop.
Yeah, there's poop all over this cavern, by the way.
You guys are probably covered in brown streaks.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna look right at Lucas and go, maybe we won't be as appealing to the owlbear.
Well, I'm kind of curious about this room now that he was in. What's in here?
yeah, I want to search this room.
Alright, you can search the
and then
room.
Check the others.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the open trap door that we came down through to make sure I don't see a beaky trying to wake his way down here.
Yeah.
Fuck
So that room that you've entered, again, it's just the same. Like it's damp, mold cakes the walls, cobwebs, furs, sacks, weapons, stolen loot, and then the rest of this. So I'm gonna pull up into this room, this here, because that is loot that we discover.
Bag of stolen jewelry.
I think.
Shall I put it in the party storage?
Yeah, might as well.
There's a lot of mundane stuff here. Have they pictured it? I'm just gonna double check everywhere. Yes, they have. Boop. So there it is. So there's that one on that side. I'm just pulling it to an area that you can
That's a lot of
see.
coin.
Sure is. So what
Platinum, 21 gold.
what you are doing here in this moment, okay? Just so that you've got a narrative picture, is you are not actually looting those coins. You can add them to your inventory, but you're not looting them. Instead, you're looting
Correct.
all the shit in there. All the shit includes all of those furs, all of
Fur's
the
good.
tobacco.
Stuff that
So
we're gonna
there's
take.
pelts, furs,
Gold.
tobacco, iron, bronze, miscellaneous weapons and armor, miscellaneous
Bunch of
adventuring
trade
gear,
Mm-hmm. 100%.
and all of those coins that you found represent what you can sell them to Olegs. But I'm not going to burden you. We're just going to say that this is going to happen, and you can just add those coins as part of that. But just know that that's how that's happened, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. I'll put it in the party storage for us.
Are you saying we're searching all three of these rooms, or?
Yeah,
should I
you
sneak
have
in?
searched the whole area.
Okay.
It all of the descriptions are the same. It's all just piled up. You do see
What about
another thing there. You would assume, based on what you're seeing, that exit is the trapdoor that you guys dug up.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's where you would have come down if they hadn't have heard you. You would have come down in that section. Okay.
So our first
Well.
fight would have been Monkey Swarm asshole.
Right.
Great.
But we might have caught him asleep.
I doubt it. I'm willing to bet you that trapdoor, with as buried as it was, is going to make a god awful noise when we open it.
There's two doors between the door and him.
I believe that we have everything here.
Yep.
And you know that there is just an owlbear left. You know that the stuff that you've stashed there is there. So we have some decisions to make. Do we want to deal with the owlbear, or do we want to exit the other way, wait for the owlbear to leave, and then grab all the rest of our stuff?
Does any of this stuff look like the stuff that our friend said he had stolen?
Yes.
All the stuff on Fulgrim, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's represented as part of this, so you will be completing that quest when you get back to
Okay.
Ollie.
As much
There's
as
nothing that looked like it or labeled it, so I just wanted to make sure.
as much as I don't relish the thought of fighting the owlbear, leaving it as a wandering creature in the wilds right here
Oh, yeah.
is a
Yeah.
really
Probably not a
bad
good idea.
idea.
Also,
really
there
bad
is
idea.
there is a one that I missed. So that's the stolen goods there as well.
That's
So
what I was thinking.
that's got
We pepper it with ranged
Thank you.
attacks from above.
I mean, I'm fully on board with facing the owlbear. I understand that it's not like super great, but
well. Before we do, it is time to have a quick 5-minute break. So thank you for coming to play. It's been a very successful session so far. You guys have achieved an awful lot. I hope that it feels good. We're going to take a quick break, guys, and be back in a few minutes with the second half, and we will go from there. So thank you for watching. We'll be back soon. Back and
anywhere near that fucking thing.
All right,
Although-
fellas, we are back. And anyone that's watching, thank you for staying with us and bearing with us as we had our short break. And catching up, getting things sorted, and we are going to be back to... You said you want the towers section
Yes, please.
Yep. Top floor.
upper floor, so I will set us up there.
Someone at my front door. I'll be right back.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. He is chomping on some humans.
That is probably ideal.
Now, from your current view, look at this. You cannot see it. Because remember that you are on the ground until you ascend that staircase. Right?
Can we hear it?
You
Oh, we can hear
definitely
it.
can hear it.
Go up here and take a look. Just creep up and peek.
Yeah, and yeah, you see it. You see it flinging. In fact, here's a fun thing. As you sneak up and take a peek, you see a torso section with the arm still attached fling off the corpse and like fly right past where you're looking, like, and over the top of you, and like land with a thunk against the railing of this ramp, and just sort of splatter there and crunch right like near where you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, got on me.
I'm gonna like hold my hand up above my head and point in the direction so they can all see where I'm pointing at.
Like, why not? Why not have this moment
Does
where
it-
it's just
I mean,
limb
does
just
it not? Can I here? I'm gonna try to see if it sounds satiated or at least somewhat satiated. Oh my god!
I mean, you still hear ripping and tearing, so
At least it's not a one.
Guys, it's going to be a couple of minutes. I got cops at my front door. Somebody robbed the convenience store right next to my house.
okay. You take what the time.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what you see. That's what you hear, and it's definitely chowing down. Still. Apparently, this thing hasn't eaten for a very long time.
Stagler kept it hungry.
Or it's just having an all-you-can-eat buffet right now. Anything you want to do, guys?
Well, I'm gonna point to where it is, holding my hand up and pointing so that the guys down at the bottom of the stairs can see where I'm gesturing.
Yeah. So it's very clear that it's on the other side of that
and then
wall.
wave them to come up the stairs. Just wave them forward.
Let's see. What do I want to do?
Sorry about that, guys. Just had to check the cameras on the back of my house to see if it picked anything up as dude ran off through the alley behind my house. So
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you had the ability to find that out before they did something
Absolutely.
worse, man.
Oh, they literally walked, according to what the cop said, dude walked into the convenience store with a knife and threatened the 70-plus-year-old woman who works evenings there. And she just looked at him and went, "Here's what I can give you. I can't get into the safe." Go the fuck away.
So, if I wanted to do like an expeditious inspection,
Mm.
like in the area,
Hmm.
how would that work?
Well, you get that sod for free.
Okay.
So we can do that. As far as an expeditious inspection, right now you are in exploration mode. Technically, you're not in encounter mode. So you
Okay.
do have the ability to do any of those exploration actions, and probably we should be doing those exploration actions more often and having that as part of our
Okay.
rotation. But I'm not very good at that. Like, it's a weakness in my DMing, is the exploration actions side of things. So it's something that, like, people tend to remind me and go, "Hey, we should probably be doing something here." But a lot of the time, what I find with my groups, at least, is that a lot of the time it just really doesn't matter because they like we kind of know what everyone does anyway. So it's like
Sure.
I actually just looked. I still have avoid notice active. I've never shut it off.
yeah, so it should technically come on and off as you're doing combat and whatever else. But yeah. I'm really not concerned. So, but yes, you could, as long story short, right? You could, because you're in exploration, do those exploration actions, and seek, search, and sort of stuff.
Do we really want to go up this way, or do we want to go all the way around and come up the other side so that we are up above here? Because I think we have to cross right over the top of where that fucking thing is if we go this way.
It'll just jump up. Yeah. I'm fine with that.
How far up is it? 15 feet, you said?
Okay. 20-foot high wooden walkways.
20 foot. Okay. And how tall is the owlbear approximately when it's standing up?
8 to 9.
I was gonna say 10. Yeah.
Well, it's got feathers, but I don't think it can fly. So
I don't want to take the chance because I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna go over the fucking wall.
All right, so you're going all the way around. That's fine.
I'll stay over here with Ruskin.
I'm probably just put
Go to
yourself.
here
Yeah,
yeah. Where I come over the wall right here. I don't want to look. Rezkid, you might be sneaky enough to make it across the walkway there without being noticed by the owlbear. I'm not going to take the chance, and I certainly don't think Tin Can here, Kasur, and Lucas.
Tin Can.
No, I'm going up the way.
You do so.
Oh, you're going. Oh, 10 cans going up there. Oh, wow, that's fun.
Oh, which way were you going? Oh, you're saying
he went all the way
tunnel,
around.
yeah.
I went
go-
around and I went over the wall again.
Your first gun will
Oh,
have
so you
me.
went
I will
up?
stay here
Did
with
you go
him.
up the trap door? You're
we
saying?
can just stay here hidden and quiet and still.
Remember, this
Go around.
Or can we
area,
climb over this?
this area that's down below right here, gets us access to where the Stag Lord and all that was. We can just go around through there and then come out over here and come back.
Yeah, it'll take you like a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to take a huge length of time.
It'll take longer to switch the maps.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would just say I would go with Tarnal.
Okay. Go with tunnel.
So I'm going to pull up
Keep
my
it.
main crossbow and be ready for when they get into position.
Okay.
I got my longbow out.
And then I'll just.
If you
I'm
guys.
gonna
I
sneak
see
up
it
a little
from here.
ways. All right.
Okay, we need to just.
Sorry.
Yep. If the people above are gonna approach towards the north, I need them to make stealth checks if they want to stay silent, and the same thing for the people on the walkway. If you start to cross that section to the left, as soon as you sort of step onto that section, I will also need stealth checks for you to stay quiet, please.
Can I see it from where I am?
You can see the very top of it. It would be extraordinarily hard to make a shot, though.
Okay. I'll move up.
Like anything from
And
there
then we'll go
onwards,
stealth
and you've got a really good.
Can I see it from where I've got myself currently positioned?
No. So.
Can I see it from here?
Yes.
Okay, so that's where I will move up to with my pretty decent stealth check. Then.
Yep. I am testing against its perception. Okay. So see if it can get that. Okay. So it will hear Rezkin, and no one else.
Stepping on those creaky wood boards.
Yeah, yeah. As you sort of approach that area, one of the boards creaks. It will also look up. So yeah, it's generally looking up, but its first attention is to Rezkin. So yeah, you can get to where you are, and you can please stop, all of you.
That's about as bad as you could possibly roll, huh, Rezkin?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
So I forgot about my dogs. They're outside. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
That's not a good thing.
This is why my wife doesn't leave me at home alone.
Because you forget you're home.
I'm sure his dogs are
What
fine.
are you yelling about? Yeah, okay.
I'm sure they're furious with him for letting him have a heyday.
Hey, I still think it's hilarious that when I had the cop take one step into my house and stand by the front door while I went to get my phone and do that, I came back out and Jenkins was standing on the edge of the fucking couch closest to him, all puffballed out like he did not want this dude in the house.
I'm a guard dog.
Well, we had an incident with a shitbag ex-friend of mine who had the cops in our house years ago, and they were not particularly nice to him. So I think he recognized the uniform and was basically standing there fucking furballed out and ready to, like, when I walked back up and patted him, he fucking calmed down, but he was like, yeah, that cat already hissed at me twice.
All right, so this is what's going to happen, okay? I'm going to have some narration here. The Beaky is going to hear Rezkin as he starts to creep up on it. And what you don't know, what you didn't know, is that Beaky was able to smell you coming as well. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give him a single action as you are trying to get into position here, because he does become aware of you. It's just a single action. I think that is pretty fair. But what that's going to mean as you get into position is you will all see or otherwise hear that Beaky moves to the south, and because it's under, it's going to be much harder for you to see it. Rez, can you see Beaky for more time than anyone else? And you notice that it moves south or down on the map, and then its body moves to the right where the big stone pile is. And all of you can hear it start to pound away, which isn't an action, but I'm just narrating that you start to hear those rocks and stones fall away as it starts to ascend that pile in order to gain height. Okay, so that's its action, one action that it took to move. So what I'm going to do, given that we are here, you can clearly see and hear that it has heard you and smelt you, whatever else. So let's roll initiative. It's done something as part of you getting here, so it's just going to still have whatever initiative it would have on top of everything else. Oh, wow.
Reskin, it looks like it's flanking them.
It knows we're all up here. It knows it needs to get to us to kill us.
Yeah.
And ones on my last two
I
attack
mean-
rolls, I haven't rolled less than an 18 on initiative so far this.
I'm not going to reveal that because I just don't think, like, because, yeah, it hasn't come up here. So, Kasser, you got a natural 20. Let's begin this. You got a natural 20, and so you are the first to act. You know that it's beneath you, but you know as far as height goes, and probably beneath you as far as station too, because it's a beast. And you can hear it clawing away at the stone pile, and probably it won't take that massive beast very long to clear enough space for it to fit and get up here. So it's probably maybe a single action for it to do that and then move. So it's probably not far away.
Now being on the walkway is the safest place because I think
Right.
it will fucking collapse the walkway if it goes across. It.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to decide. What would be the best course of action?
It's all on what you think the characters would do as they hear and see what the progress of this is.
You know what? That is what Kessler would do. He's going to move up. Where did you say we hear him?
Down here.
The rock pile here.
Yeah.
So Kessler is going to move up here.
Hmm?
And he's going to ready in action
Okay.
to throw spear
Okay.
when he sees Biggie.
Okay. Awesome. Tunnel?
Well, since Kassur's going to get in the way, basically.
Yeah, and he's got his spear ready. You can see him like just holding that spear and being like, "What?"
I think I'm going to do my standard.
If I'm in the way, you could talk to me. And
Oh no!
No, he means in the way in a good way.
In the way, like preventing
he
it
has
from
to go through
getting
you to get to him.
me.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Well, that is my job.
You do it well.
Now,
Why are you doing your job?
No, he's happy about it. Come on.
Job.
I'm going to cast Rallying Anthem, but is it possible to hold action to cast a 2-action spell or
No.
not?
You can hold your action to cast Rally Anthem, but you can't hold an action to cast a 2-action spell.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Rallying Anthem, and I'm going to. Is hold action require 2 actions, or
Yes.
can you do
Yeah,
whichever one?
You use 2 actions to hold a single action.
Yes.
Oof. Well, then I can't do that because I don't have my bow in hand. Otherwise,
Just draw your bow in position.
I mean, you knew what was happening.
if you're okay with me having the bow out already, then that's. Then I'm gonna
I
hold
think
action to
I
shoot.
think part of you moving up when it sensed you was taking your bow out. Or a weapon, right?
Okay, and then I'm gonna hold action to shoot it with the composite longbow. Then.
Alright. So it is then Beaky's turn, and I will reveal the initiative count as he will come to like here somewhere. And when he appears, obviously, Kasser, you get to throw that spear down, and then it is going to move up here.
You can get up there?
Oh yeah.
Scrambling up the rock pile.
It's gonna take him
Keep
some
the
actions.
rock pile up. Ah, I didn't have him targeted.
That's okay. You hit normally.
20. 15.
Alright, so damage. Takes the 6.
And then I should be.
Yeah, so as it sort of claws its way through the rock pile and then pulls itself up to this level, Tarnal, your trigger also happens.
Why does that show as a strike? Oh. Am I too close to it with this fucking thing?
With your longbow? Probably, yes. Yes, you are.
No, then that's okay. No, there's my third one in a row for an attack.
All right, then with its final action, because it has spent 1 to clear and another to move up here, it will let out
Its shriek.
a blood-curdling shriek. So here is the thing, and here is the save. Everyone,
It's my favorite.
Yes, I did not critically fail this time.
so Rezkin, you are frightened 1.
You clicked the wrong button.
Tarnal, you are frightened 2. Lucas, you are frightened 1. And Cassur, you're a frightened 2, as it's right next to you. That makes total sense. Hurtling Screech. And that will be its turn. Rezkin?
Okay. I am going to move to here. I'm going to take a shot and say, Kessler, move it away from the wall so we can flank it. And I'm shooting at it.
Oh. Nope.
Aw. And then I will pull out a dagger and throw it at it.
Okay.
I'm guessing this one is the ranged one?
It'll have range
Thrown
on it.
usage, okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Shaklang! Lucas.
You're muted.
Damn it! Thank you.
Yep, not a problem.
I mean, the dogs kept barking. So anyway, I feel like I should devise a stratagem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Woohoo!
What does it take for you to declare something as pursuing a lead?
It says investigating a designated subject with pursue a lead. I don't know what that is. But it's not Beaky.
Okay.
I feel like if you're
Unfortunately,
tracking down a target or
It's a minute.
yeah.
It's a minute.
Yeah.
Takes a minute. Okay.
It's not a combat ability, but it can
What am I
impact
doing?
combat.
Yeah, it's an
abilities.
exploration
Yep.
ability.
No, I
Yes,
get
it
that. That's why I was
can.
checking.
Damn it! I keep pressing the wrong button. Sorry. There we go. Nope, that's not it either. Use the use button. There we go. Okay, so let's try this composite longbow.
I'm having to reload Foundry.
Mhm.
Oh shit, that sucks.
Fine.
Let's try another shot
Mhm.
because I haven't moved.
Yep.
That might do it. Yay.
Just. Yep.
3's 3. 3's better than
Sure
0.
is. Very good.
I'm done.
Well
That's
done.
stratagem shot. Yep.
Kassir?
Don't forget to remove your frightened at the end of your turn.
Yeah, just one level of it. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry. So when I do the devise a stratagem, do I get any like knowledge or anything?
I don't know. You have to be in control of your features.
Okay.
So, because different investigators are different. It depends on which investigator you are. It depends on what feats and features you've selected and which ones you get. So we can work it out.
Link to
worries.
read before next session.
Yeah. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna go read now.
Yes, sir.
All right. I was waiting for him to be done.
I'm done.
I'll move there for Reskin. And I will do that.
Raise a shield. Nice.
And that's my turn.
Awesome.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
Nothing too flashy.
Nothing too flashy, but effective all the same. Arnold?
I
am going to
try to do
my standard. I am going to continue to maintain this. And I am going to
Okay. Catapult the
more
loot strings.
In tune this time because they hit.
Absolutely. And you moved, so that's it?
No, I cast the spell. I didn't move. I cast the rallying.
Rallying anthem.
To maintain it, which I'm going to make sure I remember to drag onto myself this time because I forgot last time.
Rallying Anthem is really good.
Don't forget to drag that Rallying Anthem effect onto your character.
Yep, that's what I'm doing now.
All right, it will move on its turn.
Apparently, he just ignored and went right by me.
He will. So, because he's using Screeching Advance, all creatures are subjected to blood-curdling screech. So I'll pop that up again.
That by 1.
Is that a demoralize effect? Because I thought you could only do that once per.
It's not demoralize.
Something special he can.
It is not demoralize.
Okay. I'm just curious. This is understanding the system.
Yep. So you are correct. You are correct with demoralize that if someone succeeds, they can't then be affected by that creature. But this effect supersedes that, as it is a straight frightened and not demoralize. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
So yeah, if you fail,
good.
we are doing 2 levels of frightened.
Really not fond of this creature.
No, like it's an owlbear.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm completely with
I'm
you.
sorry.
Just saying.
I've already increased my fright into the 3 that it should be now, since
Oof.
it's reduced from 2.
I may not stack. 2 maybe max.
It does not
Is that
stack.
correct or not?
It does not stack.
Okay.
Oh, so 2 is max.
Yeah.
Good.
Does mine go down by 1 since I critically succeed?
It's
Am I immune to
whatever
this stuff?
it's whatever the highest is that happens. Right, so you already
I
were.
failed last time, so I had fear, so I wasn't sure if critically succeeding.
No, it doesn't remove what you
offsets
already
that.
had.
You just
No.
don't get more.
You don't get more. All right, so it's done that.
Probably, but
It moves there, and then it's going to make. I'm gonna roll here. It's gonna be 1 to 2 Reskin, 3 to 4 Tunnel, and 5 to 6 Esser. This is against
bring it
Tunnel.
on. Sorry, man. I was hoping you wouldn't.
Oh, if I'm still
Apparently, I
alive,
need a
redemption
taunt
in.
ability.
if I'm still alive on my next turn, I'm probably just going off the edge.
Well, he's still got glimpse of redemption. So
14 points.
Gonna
As
reduce that there, Kaiser?
Yes.
Please.
so you need
I
to
was
pop
trying to
that
pull
up
it up
so that
to
we
pop it.
can get it.
I'm trying to find it. There it is. Sorry. It's quite a ways down the list.
Okay, now I applied the
Since he's a
damage.
beast, my guess is he's probably still going to still attack, but
Oh yeah,
it still helps.
a lot.
yeah.
And it gives
The
him enfeebled too, so that's not a bad thing.
the possibilities of them questioning themselves, I limit that to things that can actually think about that.
Yep. No, I've caught
Totally
on to your
makes
way
sense.
of doing it,
Totally makes sense.
and I'm completely good with it. It's why I said what I did. I've caught on to that's how you're doing it, and it's logical and reasonable.
So that is it for the moment. Reskin?
Okay. If I step one to the south, am I flanking then? Or do I have to be 2 to the south?
1 is fine.
Okay. That is what I will do. And then I will attack with the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Stabby, stabby.
Fortunately,
That'll miss.
Try that again. Oh.
yeah,
It's just so scary.
it's terrifying. It sort of snaps at you with its beak as you try to attack it, and you pull your blow, and then you try again, and it snaps at you, and you pull your blow.
All right, that's my turn.
Cool. I love those
Yeah,
little
I'm
narrative,
super
like,
defensively at this stage, trying not to get bit or clawed.
yeah, the descriptions of why you miss are often really interesting and help with like seeing the scene through a cinematic lens. All right, so we are up to Lucas, please.
Yep. More stratagem.
You're in a perfect spot for the longbow.
I am. I really am. Like, yeah.
Nothing much that Beaky
Stratagem
can
it
do
up.
against you, sir.
Better. Damn it. I keep forgetting about the modifier. But my dex is the same as my int, so
Yeah.
It doesn't,
shouldn't
make it. Yeah, it doesn't make it that much of a difference then.
no. So it has volley 30 feet as -2.
Yep.
If I turn that off, is that helpful?
Yep.
Well, you
have to
can't
be
because you're
more than 30
within.
feet away.
Yeah.
Am I?
No.
Yeah, you'd have to take
5, 10.
2 to 3 squares to the right. You should do it.
Yeah. So
Okay, I'll
if
do
you're
that
at
next time.
that square, so the T, if you're there.
Well, you
Okay.
still have 2 actions left.
No,
Oh.
he devised and he shot with that. He's devised his one
Yeah. So
shot. He's got 1
that's
action
fine.
left. I would tell you to move there now anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the. I'll do the move.
Yeah,
I'll move
get
over
ready
here.
for next
That'll
time.
get me far enough.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I'll
Yes,
do
sir.
that. Okay. Now I'm done.
Okay. What is the best way to do this?
Stab him.
And no, I'm not saying to stab him. No. I know that. That's not what I'm talking about.
Try to demoralize him, then stab him twice.
Am I allowed to use an action to grab someone who's a teammate and drag them somewhere?
Technically, no. There is a reposition thing that when you have someone grabbed, instead of shoving them, you can move them, but you have to have them grabbed first.
Too many actions.
I was thinking move up one to you, drag you behind me so you're not within his reach.
You can move up and lay on hands.
Haven't been able to
And
refocus
he
unless
acts-
we were allowed to
he's got the
downstairs.
next- He's got the next initiative before Beaky, so.
Well, we didn't say we were taking 10 minutes, but
Yeah, we didn't take 10 minutes.
That's why I said I didn't refocus, because we didn't say we're taking 10 minutes.
so you
So
haven't
that's why I'm saying
refocused.
I don't have it.
Yeah,
Stabbity.
it is what it is.
Stab.
Unfortunately, we
Stab,
have
stab,
to.
stab.
It's one of those things we have to learn, right? Like, okay, do I have
no, I
time
know.
to do this?
I get it.
Yep. No, I'm not having a go at anyone either. It's just
yeah.
a reality, right?
No. Yeah.
Trying
Well, I
to
called myself out on
remember
it.
desperately if the other owlbear had attacks of opportunity.
All right. Well, if you guys want me just to stab and you're going to reposition Tarnal, I just don't want to ding you again.
Oh yeah, no, that's my intention.
Apparently, I can't hit anyways.
Apparently. So close.
By the fright.
So close by the frightened. Every +1 and -1 matters, folks.
You're not going to get him to say the -1. I
Oh man, that's rough. Tarnal, you now have your chance to reposition or do other things.
I am going to step, not that way, to here. I am going to. That's the wrong button. I am going to cast this. Not that. Why did that show as lingering composition? God damn it. I'm going to cast this.
Ooh. So what are your targets? It can be you or it can be an ally?
Yeah, the target gains fast healing when you cast the spell. The first time each round you sustain the spell, the target gains 2 temporary hit points, which last for 1 round.
Okay, so who is your target?
I'm casting that on myself.
Hmm? So you get... Yep, you get those temporary hit points. Yep.
And I'm hoping it continues to just fight the people that are close because I stepped and cast a 2-action spell. I'm done.
Okay, 1 second.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
No rallying cry.
It's fine. No worries.
Okay. It is what it is. This is life sometimes. All right. So, Beaky. We all love the name Beaky, right? Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
already got a taste of Bard. Is it going for more?
No, like no. Not right now. It is gonna lash out with its claw against Kasser.
I hope he doesn't hit.
Talon comes down and does hit
God,
Of
damn it.
course.
By 1.
by 1. Ooh, maximum damage there with 16.
Ooh.
It then makes an unmodified athletics check. Ooh, which does not. What is your reflex? That might not succeed. It is 7, so it does just gets you with its grab. So let's have you grabbed. So that's its second thing. And then its third is to gnaw at you. So it is going to attempt to disembowel you while it has you grabbed, which forces you to make this will save.
Oh, damn. Disembowel? Shit.
Actually,
The last one did this to you.
Yeah, last
Before
one did this to you.
before you make that, 1 second, sorry. It has to hit. It doesn't, so you don't have to do it. So if it hits, you then have to make the will save. But it didn't hit, so you don't have to do that. So I will remember that for next time, and I won't declare it unless I hit, basically. So it would be just making the beak attack. Then if the beak attack hits, then it will do the gnaw as basically. That's all right. So that is its turn. All done and dusted. Reskin.
All right. Well, we're gonna try and kill this thing.
That would be good.
Yes.
We like
Sure,
killing
sure,
things
rather
that
than-
are against us and trying to eat us. Unfortunately, even with Kasser flanking, it's very difficult, but you do manage with your second attack to hit it because of flanking. If it wasn't flanked in this moment, you would not do that. Every +1 matters, folks.
And I might as well make another attack.
Okay.
Actually, no. I am going to sheath my hand crossbow.
Okay. Nice.
All right, that's my turn.
Lucas?
Needs a free hand to get a potion out if need be.
If I need to, yeah. I mean, I only had a 10% chance to hit on that last attack, so it's just not worth it.
No.
Yeah. Lucas.
Yay, now I get to... I'm just going to shoot. I'm not even going to bother with
Oh,
the damn...
do the stratagem. Do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
You can only make 2 reliable shots anyway, so you might as well use your
Okay.
third action first.
That is fair.
Yeah, and I think that your current investigator features does not give you the free thing. I think that that's another one. It's another. I think
hell?
it's not empiricism. I'm saying.
So it came up 9, not 6. That's weird, but whatever.
It had the dot on the lower section of it.
Oh, all right. That sucks. But whatever. All right. Let's fire away.
Far away.
And we're gonna fire again.
All right. Taking up. What? You get there. Yeah, so this is the
because I
first.
got a nice little propulsive. I got a propulsive deadly weapon too.
You sure do.
Also won't matter.
First attack sort of goes a little wide or a little low, and you're like, okay, I'm going to line this up. You take a good long draw and shoop. Nice and accurate. All right, so do that critical damage, sir, please. Ugh.
Oh, bummer.
All right, it's still good.
Damage is damage.
It was one suck.
Yes, ones on damage always suck. The same way that anytime I roll a healing spell and see a 1 come up, I'm pissed off.
Kesser, Lucas has landed a pretty good shot. Actually, is that all? So because you didn't move because you moved last time.
Shot.
Stratagem shot.
Yeah.
So you do have an action left.
No,
Well, no, stratagem, shot.
Oh, shot.
yeah,
Right.
stratagem shot missed. He buys the stratagem
Yes,
shot
sir.
for that
Yep.
missed.
Yep.
Second time. So let's now cast.
Yeah, so I'm definitely done. Yes.
Tarnell.
Right here.
I
Yes.
look back at you and look at my wounds to kind of say, you got
Stab
something?
him. I got you.
Stab him. Oh, love it. Oof. Low dice.
Why am I cursed to not roll above a 10?
I don't know.
It's
Foundry
your-
hates you. Clearly. Mm-hmm.
It does. Look. Like, I'm literally not rolling above a 10. And the whole, oh, it'll come around. No. It's not.
I'm sorry. Like, what do you do?
Oh, I'm
so
not blaming you. Just-
I'm
It'll come
applying
around right after
from
Tarnell's
my-
action here.
from my sustained
Yeah.
healing here. I'm going to spend 1 action to sustain that.
Okay.
And then I am going to.
That is an amazing spell, by the way.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's Hymn of Healing is one of my focus spells. So, and then I am going to cast Soothe at 2nd level.
If I take another hit like he did,
There you go.
I'm not sure how much I make it. So thank
That's yours. Oh no, that was my intention this round anyway. Was that you needed to heal, and
Okay.
that's why I did the Hymn of Healing on myself. If it's not hitting me, I can slowly heal.
Yep.
I get that for
I
4
appreciate it,
rounds
man.
at this point. So
you. I appreciate it. That is awesome.
All right. So you're doing fancy things and
I'm singing and soothing and done.
all right. It's looking rough. It doesn't understand that you're healing, though. It's not that intelligent. So I think, given that Kasur is still grabbed, I will attempt a beak attack with the gnaw feature.
If I didn't think that you would have been okay to get that hit again, I would have cast sure footing on you to get the grab on.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
All right, so here
Here
it is. So I will, because this is succeeding, okay, I will need this as well from you. But here is the damage. So you take 20 points of damage from it, and you are sickened and slowed. So let me apply those.
I literally cannot roll above a 10.
Sickened and slowed.
Correct.
Like, you see that? I literally cannot roll above 10.
Yeah. Much I can do to help.
And Matt, I'm not blaming you.
No, I know. And look, randomness is randomness, and sometimes it looks awful and is awful. This is something that it happens on tables as well, and you just can't, and you change dice, and you still can't, and like it's horrible when it's out of your
I've had other
hands.
physical dice before too.
When it's out of your hands and digital,
absolutely
it just
frustrating.
like there's something, because you haven't physically rolled it, it's very easy to get even more upset about it because it's out of your hands, right? But it's just a random generator, just like rolling is. Either way, yeah, that does not.
all
It's
good.
not nice, right?
I just want to make it clear I wasn't blaming you. Or
No. I know.
It's
I know. I appreciate
it's
it.
frustrating when it happens.
So yeah, it starts to
I'm just
like
being honest with it.
disembowel
Two ones
and
on the guy downstairs, and then the first roll for my attack up here
It's-
is a 1 as well.
I'm
Notice
gonna
how I
make-
haven't attacked him again since.
I'm gonna make
Doing other
a
shit.
talon strike.
Attacking them.
You would have Dimmel dodged, but it doesn't matter because it still misses you. As his other claw comes in, but you easily dodge out of the way, Reskin. It's got a final action. What does it want to do with that? You know what? I'm gonna go again.
So Lucas can feel better about releasing his.
I mean, so look at it this way: like, if we had left the owlbear in the pen, what was going to happen? Like,
We would kill it without it being able to hurt us.
Yeah.
We would have stood outside it and shot ranged attacks at it until it died.
Right through the gate.
I'm sure as shit not going to leave it sitting there to starve to death.
Starve? Yeah, I mean, like at some point,
I would have put it down. But
Reskin?
It's my turn? Okay. I will attack.
once again, please put this thing down.
I am trying.
yeah,
We are all trying.
We're
Even
just
Reskin
rolling
is
like shit.
having trouble hitting it. Like,
Yeah, we're just rolling like shit.
just like,
I've rolled
there you
terribly
go. There's a
almost
hit.
every time.
Look at that. There's a hit. And shitty roll for damage.
I mean, it's near death at this point.
It's very close to dying.
Lucas.
Yay, let me put it down.
Oh, wait. Did you get it again?
No.
No, close, but no.
All
The
right.
third attack, I have to roll like an 18.
Yeah.
Here's another stratagem.
Stratagem.
Now roll a 20 on that.
That's a pretty good
That's
roll.
gonna help.
That'll hit.
That will help. That'll do it.
That'll hit.
That will do it. For
There
sure.
you go. Just manage it. Yeah. Good. There it is. 5 damage. It's looking pretty weak now. Oh,
Nice.
Bye-bye.
Nice.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Vicky.
and there it is. Lucas ends it with his excellent marksmanship from over there. And it falls roaring and screeching to the ground. And it is no more. Let's stop the encounter.
Okay, my first
Move
action
forward and leave.
is to grab a handful of feathers from around its butthole.
Nice.
What?
Oh,
You'll see.
I know exactly what he's doing with these. Don't worry.
Well, yeah.
I am going to find one large, undamaged, if possible, of its the equivalent of its wing feather.
Plumage,
possible.
wing feathers, yeah.
I want as large and as nice a feather quill that I can get for this, because I'm going to sharpen it. I'm going to walk it to Lucas and hand it here and say, "This is for your apology letter," and walk away.
Yes, I love it. Oh man, I love that.
And then I'm going to hand him the butthole feathers and say, "You can wear these in your hair for the foreseeable future."
All right. So what
Crazy shit out.
What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put the armory loot just there for you, and you can put that into your stash, guys, before leaving. And that is the whole place pretty well searched and looted.
Okay.
So there is that at that point, which means that you have successfully taken down the Stag Lord, the Stag Lord's bandits, the Stag Lord's owlbear, and you have, and you may journey back. You realize that there are no more physical threats here, and that you have a lovely fort, maybe a little bloody, but you are certainly safe here.
We could
This
do that.
place would make an excellent. They used it for a base here for a reason. This would make an excellent seat of power.
Yeah.
We have
100%.
we've got our Cobalt allies to the northeast. We've got Oligs to the northwest. The biggest threats we're going to deal with from this area is still further south into the next area at this point. This is the front line that we should set up our castle keep at.
Yep.
This is a wonderful place to build that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Matt, by the way, I've got 3 rounds on my Hymn of Healing left. That would give me 12 hit points.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead and add those manually.
Go ahead. Yeah. Awesome, guys. So well done. This was a little bit of a slog from here, time to time, but you have done fantastically. You prevailed in this situation. I hope that the Stag Lord's fort has been fun and threatening to you. It sounds like it has, and we are significantly ahead of the curve now as far as XP as well, which is thanks to you, exploring and stuff, and hopefully that feels good on top. And do you guys actually, we've talked about this outside of camera, so let's do this little bit of role play as you guys set up your camp, as you guys settle in. What are the things that we have discussed off camera that might be said and dealt with as to everything that has happened?
Before we get to camp, actually.
I've just given you 13 hit points as well, Katsura.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to...
Before I get to camp, while Tarnel's dealing with my wounds, I'm going to look at him and be like, hey, we got to deal with Lucas. If he's going to get us killed, this is not going to work. And it looks like Rezkin's about ready to kill him. Do you think you can get Rezkin from killing him until we talk?
While you guys are doing that, I'm going to be angrily skinning the owl.
I'm going to lean over to him and say, kill him? He's not going to kill him over this. Not necessarily want him around in the party. That's what we have to worry about. And I think the only thing that we need to do at this point is to give him a few moments to cool off, remind him, which I will do, of some of his own idiotic exploits from being younger, and explain that even though this is a 28-year-old noble, he's a 28-year-old noble who stayed in the library the whole time. We need to teach him how to deal with this so that this doesn't happen again.
Okay.
That's my plan. And yes, I think I can keep Rezkin from being more than just... he's probably going to be bitching and complaining. I did my share of that with the feather that I handed across, and that's where I'm going to leave it, other than to talk to Lucas about my own failings where I didn't listen to someone's counsel that screwed me over.
Yeah, I imagine tonight's camp is just going to be each character taking Lucas aside and go and be like, now, you, pay attention.
Well, I mean, you're not completely wrong.
I'll be honest. Like, I'm hoping that the decisions that I've made, like from the standpoint of, like, in this session, have at least helped build some semblance of trust.
I'm going to walk up to where Rezkin is angrily skinning the owlbear, and I'm going to just say, that can wait a moment. You were sneaking away and didn't hear the apology Lucas offered for his foolish behavior. Keep that in mind, that the first thing he did was apologize.
Don't forget, he fucking opened it after you told him not to.
I know that. And then I'm going to go into the whole, well, remember, The library that you wanted to flee so badly is where he's most comfortable. This is not his strong suit. He doesn't want to be out here. He wants to learn how to survive out here. And I think to do that, we have to teach him that. Remember how bad things were in the first town we went through? Do you ever want to go back there?
No, I suppose not.
You can be angry. I'm not telling you not to be angry.
Yeah.
But we
He's
have to
just
make
so
that
fucking
something.
stupid.
Now, foolish.
Tomato.
I love that. That's good.
Thank you for not saying tomato. You know I would have had to slap you. And I'm smiling as I walk over towards Lucas.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm assuming we're going to set up camp here.
Yeah.
This is the
I would be fine with camping here. Yes. I'll actually. I'm so. I am after. I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to.
No, there's no time for you to say, get the bodies out of here. You drag them out of the floor.
Nice.
Is there any bodies left after the owlbear had the time?
There's definitely bits and pieces. Yeah.
So
Parts, yes.
So I am going to I'm gonna look at Reskin, and I'm going to first say that yes, I am going to clean up the mess as part of my atonement for making the poor decision to let the owlbear out. Before I start, though, like Tarnal said, I apologize to the two of them, but I have not apologized to you face to face. I do want to apologize for that. I was trying to help, and that yes, it was not the best decision, but at the end of the day, it wasn't. It didn't hurt as much as it could have, because
I don't want to hear your equivocations.
Okay, and with that said, I apologized, and that's all I can do, and I'm gonna go and just start cleaning up.
Yeah, perfect. Great. Yeah, and so Lucas
I'm
starts
gonna go-
pulling his weight around here and getting rid of all the corpses and half corpses and quarter corpses.
And
I'll go back to butchering, skipping and then butchering the owlbear.
Yeah.
I'm going to go help Lucas, and I'm going to tell him the story about my mother, telling me not to seek out my father, and why I didn't listen to her, and how much grief and pain it caused me. More along the lines, not to make you feel bad, but to realize that all of us will make decisions based on our past.
Yeah.
That don't make sense. Just don't let them be what rules you moving forward. And then I'm going to help him pick up the fucking body of what's left of the horse and go, Jesus, this thing is heavy.
Yeah, even in its very eviscerated state. Yeah, and so yeah, you do clean up. It takes a few hours for you to drag all of these things out, not get too bloodied yourself, and make it into the sort of place that you can sleep peacefully. Yeah, you might pile up a burnt bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
While Reskin and Tarnell are working on dinner or getting ready for bed, I'm going to put a firm hand on Mr. Lucas and say, we're having a talk.
Sounds good.
How many times have you nearly killed me? Because I tried to help you.
Less than 5.
Ooh.
You can't even remember. Why don't you name them?
So When I nearly drowned and you got in and tried to help me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. Keep going.
When was one of them whenever I crossed the river and you had to fish me out?
Mm-hmm.
The tusk gutter. And I was tripping on whatever the fairies did to me at no fault of my
The fact
own.
that I had to drag you out of there.
I was trippy but it wasn't a decision that I made.
You still were messing with stuff. I still dragged your butt out of there, and we still had circumstances where my life was on the line because of your choices. So let's stay focused on this. Let's go.
Was the zombies one of them?
No. I think we all killed the zombies very well.
What about in the kobolds area? Was that one of them? Or was that one of the ones where I actually did good, even though I'm a human and I couldn't see shit?
Didn't do too badly there, given that impediment. That's a weakness you should deal with, but we'll find a rectification for that.
Let's see.
Maybe like lighting a torch and carrying it.
Oh.
This owlbear, certainly. And I lift up and just show this massive beaked gashing.
Yeah.
So you know
now I will say that the owlbear, whenever when we were the first owlbear we fought, I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, but you should have learned from that experience. So my question to you is, why, with putting other people's lives on the line so many times, have you not learned?
Good question.
That is an excellent question. Yes. I made the decision to do that because I thought that letting the owlbear out would help.
And I will lay out an ultimatum for you. Make this very clear and listen very carefully. I am tired of my life being risked. For those who do not appreciate it and do not care. I said do not open it, and you opened it. Your thinking privileges are revoked. So you can show that you will do so in a manner that appreciates the life of every member of this party. If you have a suggestion, you may speak to us, and we will inform you if that is acceptable course. That is the recompense you will make, or my life will not be on the line for yours again.
Ow.
So what you're telling me is that I am no longer allowed to have free will as
temporarily.
I walked away. After I said that, I got up and I walked away.
Okay.
Sounds like a lawful character's ultimatum to me. Free will is not something they care to give two shit about.
You know what?
Kazar? Off the table, folks.
Lucas is sitting there trying to like rebuke and rebut this, and Kazar's already like around the corner. Like,
oh,
you know what, Kazar
said his piece.
It's
fine.
He
made it very clear.
It's fine, Kazar. If you want to be that type of person, then so be it. That's fine. I'll continue to try and help, but if you don't want to protect, then that's fine. I'll just not depend on your protection anymore.
That's where we're going with this, huh? Okay.
I mean, if he's going to be an asshole, then that's fine.
It's not that.
I think he's
Risking
he
someone's
said,
life.
Yeah.
Not being considerate of that fact and not showing that you value their life because you have no problem risking it is something he's very fed up with now.
That's fine.
Have not, like he said, you have not learned. That is not acceptable in his mind.
Yeah.
You have to remember, he was raised in a military organization
Mm-hmm.
where that is completely unacceptable. The fact that he's been this patient is almost astounding.
Yeah.
He's trying to be understanding with the fact that you weren't trained.
Okay, but it doesn't sound. I mean, literally, it's been a month.
Yeah.
Like you're telling me that, like,
How long was your military?
A month that
training
you've nearly gotten me killed constantly.
Yeah. So it's like, yes, it's a short amount of time, and I think we all realize that. But also we've had a lot of threat, right? A lot of high level threat, and I think we're all feeling pretty like challenged by that. And then on top of the high level threat is like, well, there's repeated, not necessarily the same
Poor
behavior,
decision-making.
but yeah, repeated poor decision making, I guess. And that at some point, like, it's like enough, right, in that short amount of time. So it all makes sense for the moment.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I
How
am
much of
very understand. I'm sorry, Tarnal. I'm very understanding of of Kazra's position.
Yeah.
I understand that his upbringing was very hard compared to mine. My upbringing was very, very easy, but at the same time, I was, like Tarnal said, like I was like I'm at the bottom of the totem pole on my noble house.
Yeah.
Like the only way that I could like actually, um, I'm not being really given anything. Like I'm not really from a.
Are you saying this in character or is this out of character?
I'm kind of saying it in character. Like I'm
Okay.
like I mean I totally
I'm gonna interrupt
I
you.
totally yeah.
Nobility doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Nobility doesn't matter at all. You cannot control who you are born to. Stop using it as an excuse for anything.
I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm
And then
saying
when I serve
I'm just,
dinner, when I serve the dinner up, as I'm serving it, I'm gonna look at Lucas and be like, "You got rations, right?" And I'm gonna serve up 3 portions.
And I'm gonna look at Rezkin, and I'm gonna shake my head at that, and I'm gonna set my dinner in front of.
Oh.
I'm gonna go. Remember, regardless of how things went, you don't continue to treat people poorly simply because you are angry with them. You can be angry with them. I'm also then going to turn. How much of the exchange between Kassur and Lucas did I hear?
I imagine that
I
you
can
probably
imagine you
heard
all
him
heard it.
walking away,
I
right?
don't know you would have heard any of it unless you want to roll a perception check because he wasn't intending for you to be part of that dialogue.
You weren't shouting?
No.
No. This was very cold and calm and like how it did it. It was, this is an ultimatum. This isn't a question. I'm telling you what's happening. It doesn't matter what you think. This is what's happening.
Yeah, and I think to answer your question, it would be you saw him grab Lucas to take him aside. He walked away, and then you saw him walking away, resolved, and being like, and not listening to whatever Lucas was saying as he walked away. That's probably as much of the conversation as you have. Is just effectively a dark room, other than like just him walking away.
If I didn't hear it, then there's nothing that I can say in response to it or besides. So I'm not going to
it is what it is. Obviously,
I am going to look at Rezkin and do exactly what I did food-wise, and I will bust out one of my own rations and choose to eat it unless he chooses to serve me another plate.
Yeah.
You can definitely see that Kassur looks like absolutely fed up and like ready to dole out execution. That absolutely is clear.
Well, and I think that's foolish on your part.
Yeah.
Because what you should be doling out is the training that you already have. You want him to get better? You were taught. Teach him.
Thing
You're
is,
saying
he
the
hasn't
same character,
learned
right?
already. He's showing
No,
he's not learning.
absolutely. So what
So-
happened? What happened when you didn't learn? Hold on, let me find you
Well,
a
I got
stick.
beaten.
Yeah, like I said, hold on, let me find you a stick.
So what I'm gonna do, like I don't know like where we like where how the what the layout of the camp is, but
Well, it's like it's
Uh,
this. It's the whole. It's.
okay. So what I'm doing, like, so am I sitting like right there, like,
You
so
wherever you want to be. So yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna like I'm gonna sit over here,
Yeah.
away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like Reskin gave the food. I'm gonna take the food that he gave me, and I'm gonna go off on the side and just think about what has been transpired, and like I'm gonna, if I'm close enough, I'm gonna listen. If I can hear it, then that's fine. If not, then I'll just sit and eat with my thoughts.
Yeah.
And in most cases, what you're probably going to hear, because I'm not going to be quiet, he's trying to be stealthy, is projecting the same way he always does, both singing and speaking voice. You want him to get better, train him. Well, I get if you were beaten as a child when things went wrong, that might not be the best of solutions, but it obviously worked to get the strategies through your head. If that's what you feel you need to do, well, you might want to ask him if he wants the training first, but
That is why he has the choice. He can choose to stay and learn, or he can depart.
Nice.
And if he refuses to choose either, then he will be parted.
Okay.
and I'm going to turn and I'm going to look right at you and go, what you just described to me is an inherently, blatantly evil statement. I don't think you actually mean that. I think you should reconsider. And I'm going to turn and walk away from Katsura with a look of utter disgust on my face over that overly lawful evil bullshit that I just heard.
Yeah. Great. Brilliant.
Remember,
Now,
chaotic
both Tarnal-
neutral with good tendencies.
yeah, I was gonna say you wouldn't get from understanding people that he's trying to figure out how to make it work in a better
Yeah.
way, but he's not been taught a better way.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm offering him a better way to go about it. Teach, show, example. Sometimes that has to be repeated over and over
Right.
and over again before somebody actually learns it.
And Casso would have
You-
seen
Don't get
that.
me wrong, I know this,
Beaten to you.
but Castor has never seen that. That is such a foreign concept.
Yep. And after with that disgusted look, I'm gonna go sit over with Lucas and go, you okay?
Yeah. I'm a big boy.
Well, that's good. Remember, I went seeking to try to join a noble house that my brother fled the level of tyranny he felt was being imposed on him by the libraries that you loved so much. Remember, one person's set up. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're yelling.
Sorry, baby. So remember that one person's prison can be another person's most favorite place.
So I'm gonna take like trying to think of how to put this. I'm gonna take out I don't know how to say it. Like, it's not really a lapel pin, but more of like a thing to, like, what I use to like connect my cloak or whatever it is.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking. Yeah, and I'm gonna take the clasp off, and I'm gonna hand it to Tarnal, and I'm gonna say that I appreciate you standing up for me. You didn't have to, and I wanted to show you that I appreciate that. So take the here's a token of my appreciation.
I'll put it into a pouch, and I'll nod at him. And then I'm going to set up, and I'm going to look to the rest of the party and go, "We are setting watches here, are we not?"
Unequivocally. And I'm gonna look at Caster and I'll be like, I really need to get drunk.
You look to me and what?
Well,
I really need to get drunk.
on that particular note, there a lot of the alcohol in the camp is gone. Why is the rum gone? But I think with the interaction that we had coming in and the slight change in narration due to that, I think that there would be some here. I think due to the fact that we created a character that was making alcohol and then stole away with some of it, I think that there would probably be a little bit more than what is in the standard storyline based on those events. And I think that there's enough that probably one, maybe two of you can get quite drunk. And
I don't want to have a hangover.
but not enough for all of you to get quite drunk.
I want to drink enough that I can just go to sleep.
Cool.
I'll take last watch.
That sounds great.
I'll take first.
Cool. Yeah, and
so, as you are enjoying yourself, Rez, with the drink, you would see that Casseur doesn't touch it.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't comment.
Just you'd be paying attention since you're doing it. That's the only reason I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I won't comment on it.
Cool. Mm-hmm. This has been awesome, guys. Thank you for participating in that. Very, very cool. There'll be a little bit of trickle XP for this exchange, but not that much because we don't want a power level. But yeah, you can each take your watch. You are each vigilant on your watch and you take your duty seriously, but this is a heavily fortified area, and no one wants to approach this place because it was previously full of bandits. And there was no close enough roaming bands of Staglord bandits that were on their way back at this time, though you assume as characters that maybe eventually there would be roaming bands of bandits that might make their way back here. But you know that their leader is dead. You could even, if you wanted to, put his head on a pike or whatever else you wanted to do to show that it's gone, it's finished.
Gonna
all
leave.
our heads on pikes.
Yeah, whatever's
Leave a
left.
note.
Leave a note.
Put the note rolled up in his mouth.
Nice. I like that.
Well, no, we leave a page on the door that says bandits are now officially cleared by order of the region.
Yeah. Cool. So we will be finishing up here pretty soon, as this is our best ending point, really, as everything's tied up and everything's so just a few things from me, a few notes from me, and then I'll check in with each of you, make sure we've said our piece, given that this is the end of a chapter as well as the end of the session. Okay. You will be able to hand in the Staglord quest. You will be able to hand in whatever his name was, who stole Garrett's things.
Keston.
You'll be able to Keston's things. You'll be able to return Keston's things and hand that in. So there's going to be a bunch of quest XP and quest rewards and things before the start of next session. You will probably, as characters, be speaking back and forth on the few days that it takes you to get back to Oleg's trade post, where you can sell off your wares. As far as the timeline goes, I'm going to have you arrive at Oleg's trading post. It is today was the Tuesday. I'm going to have us arrive and set up and be fully organized on the 9th, which is the Saturday. So it's taken us a few days to idle, maybe check a few things. I'm going to set the date there. Don't worry about the weather at this stage. We'll just deal with that. And so it'll be the Saturday that we, fully get back, have talked with everyone, have, offloaded all of our things. I will do some of that work, and I will set us back then. Now, if you guys want to stick around and do a few of those things at Oleg's trading post off screen, that is totally fine, and I will stay on chat for that for a little bit, but you don't have to, guys. That's totally optional. I will visit each of you here very quickly, and I'm going to name you and just make sure that you've said whatever it is that you wanted to say to finish off the chapter and finish off the session. So, Cassur, is there anything final that you or DM, anything else that you want to mention as part of your role play, as part of anything that Cassur says or that you want to say in relation to finishing this chapter off?
Probably will give Nuts some time to think about it, but Tarno will be asking him how he should handle it in his mind since he's so upset by it, and explain to him his background. So I'll go into that. I can go into that later since we don't want to draw out the session another chunk of time. But that is something he would do, is basically lay out for him, hey, this has been my life. This has been my experience. You're saying it's wrong.
Yeah.
You're saying to teach him, but you're saying to be nice about it. I don't understand how that works.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's like speaking Elvish to me. Stop speaking Elvish.
Yeah.
Gotta translate it.
Yeah, and so Tarnal will hear for the first time what his upbringing, even with a better organization than the Hell Knights, slightly, he still got almost a Hell Knights version of a commander.
It's not lawful evil, it's lawful neutral. That doesn't mean it's lawful good.
Right?
No. And the expressions that Tarnal is going to give, he's going to remain silent through the whole description of, but the look on his face of horror at the treatment of how a child is treated within that order, for simple failure of something that they didn't know how to do, the look of
military regimen,
this look of disgust that goes along with the fact that there is no compassion involved in that in any way, is something that will bother him. Now, he understands the practicality of that training and why it has to be that way for what's going on. But to do so without tempering it with any form of joy and kindness is, in his opinion, just as bad as someone who is brutal all the time. And that's why he's upset by it.
If Tarnal says anything to that effect, correct me if I'm wrong here, DM, but the way that I'm seeing some of your past here would be when students in this particular organization, in that particular training, did well, there was joy, and I think there would have been reward. So it's just reward for good and successful behavior, just reward perhaps something that Tarnal doesn't like, but in punishment for when they don't. That's the way that I have sort of kind of seen it.
It was both. They were very much a supported mercantile activity. Go and work in the markets to make money and survive. We provide your shelter. You go and work for your own food.
Yeah,
and we provide training. So if
So-
you want to eat, you have to go into the market and work it out yourself.
It wasn't entirely horrible, but where there was failure and repeated failure, especially, they definitely came down
that's-
hard.
The
And
description,
that's where the whole ultimatum came: is repeated failure and not learning.
Right.
You fix it or you die or leave.
And the description of the way that your mentor chose to treat you on a regular basis is something that I would be horrified by.
Yeah,
Because you said that he was
Should be.
particularly brutal
he was. Yeah,
at that.
Oh yeah.
yeah. We
And
rolled
that's,
that.
That's what I'm trying to not allow to be reinforced.
Cool.
You can be pragmatic and you can be strict without being brutal.
Nice.
That's
You
what I'm trying.
separate those.
Yeah, and you guys could talk about that and have that in the background
Oh, yeah.
behind here. We're not going to go through all of those words here in this
Yeah,
time,
no.
but
I wanted to put it out there so Nuts can start working on it and have some ideas and not be blindsided by it, right?
yeah, cool.
That's the sort of
Um,
thing I didn't want
yeah.
someone to be blindsided by.
Is there anything last then for Nuts / Tunnel on top of this that you would want to solidify before downtime and all of that sort of stuff
No, we're
for
good.
next session?
Well, as far as that goes, for the only thing that I really want to attempt to do for downtime would be to then make another expedition out. I got to go back to the ferries to see whether or not they have access
Yeah.
to the spell that I'm looking for.
Yeah, so we'll keep.
On the way back, we'll be visiting the
Cobalt.
Cobalt place to
Yeah.
pick up.
Yeah, there's a few of those things, and I'll make sure to try and make on the Discord. I'll try and make a list, and if I leave anything out, feel free to add to that and make sure that we've got all of those narrative things in there, and I'll make sure that those things are in the notes and the journals and all that stuff. In that case, Asriel / Lucas, is there anything final that you wanted to say at the end of the session, at the end of the chapter, to close this off?
I just want to say that I'm going to take in everything from today and from like the last month and just focus and meditate, for lack of a better word, and just try to be better.
And I'm not mad at you, to be clear.
No, I know you don't. No, I know.
Okay.
I know. This is all like
Yep,
RP.
it was.
I get it.
I am not Castor. Castor has
I know.
not had a nice life.
I believe it. Doesn't sound like it.
Kasur's kind of a prick with reason.
Yeah, and if anyone's
I mean,
feeling
lawful neutral is. I mean, lawful neutral is. Here, this is the law, whether good or bad. That's just how this is.
Precisely.
yeah, but these characters can learn and grow and don't have to stay in those
Correct.
descriptions
why
of
I'm
those
giving
things.
Spectrum.
Nuts some opportunity, because he
Yeah.
put Tarnal in a position where Tarnal can try to actually do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's great. So then, in that case, we'll go finally to Malkov / Reskin with again final words and final thoughts.
So by the next morning, when we break camp and leave the fort, Reskin will have completely just basically moved on and
Yeah.
not they've just completely forgotten it, basically, and go back to acting normally. And then there'll be interspersed occasional owlbear comments.
Nice. We gotta have them. Brilliant. And so yeah, there will be an opportunity to sell and offload and stuff like this outside of the stream. Don't feel like you need to, okay? But I'm gonna have it up for a little while here. And for everyone at home that's been watching, wherever you are in the world, thank you for watching. We really appreciate you being there. And I hope it's been an interesting session and adventure so far. We will be starting the next chapter pretty soon. So keep your eyes on the channel and tune in for more Pathfinder 2 Kingmaker with our wonderful cast here. Good job, everyone, for finishing off this and looking forward to what's in store for us as we open up a whole new system of kingdom building and all of the stuff that goes along with that coming up to next session and beyond. So really appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone that's been watching. I'm going to quickly try and find somewhere to raid out to, and then we're going to quickly do that. So I'm going to just jump over to the ending screen here while I find that, and we will raid out and then catch up whoever wants to stay. So Twitch is there. I'm going to mute the site and we're going to go to Tabletop RPGs and let's go, I think, high shelf, yeah, we'll go over here. I think they're going to be, they're finishing that over here. That's up. Alright, so we're gonna go visit these people doing tabletop RPGs. Let me pop that up in the chat. There's a raid message that you can paste in, and here is the raid. Pop, and don't know these people, but they're playing tabletop RPGs. So if you like what you see there, give them some love. Otherwise, we'll be back real soon. With the next chapter and the next section of this wonderful game from me, Matt in the Hat. Be safe, look after yourselves, be kind to one another, and until next time, catch you later.